We'll keep the ball again. Scott Broony! Fucking heather, you
Get up the goal!
What's happening, mate?
I didn't know what the hell was happening there.
Are we going straight into the picture?
Get in it.
There we go. Broony and Andy, second prizes, Broony, wasn't he?
To be fair,
What second prizes?
what about Bainey's upper body strength there? Andy, what happened? Where is it?
I'm back with that.
What actually happened? Come on, give us the full story. What happened?
Fucking petty lip there, Andy boy. Fucking lip's gone.
I think that was another game we won, Andy.
I've tried to win one battle throughout the season, but if I end up with three of them, that was fun.
Look at where's the Rangers teammates as well? Wait, where's
To be, at least I had backup.
Nah.
Know what I mean?
Can Benny fight?
None
Still Bainey, is it?
none of three of us can fight in that picture, mate. It
Bad
just looks
scrap, that.
really great.
Did you two know have a wee scuffle in pre-season?
Oh fuck it. No, it was Gowser. Gowser stuck your nut. He was the club captain, but me and Gowser got steaming. We were coming for every fucker, weren't we?
Aye, that was good fun, to be fair. That was, in America, I was like, oh no, what the hell is...
Nah, I think I poured about 8 pints out of my head. 21 young boy, mate, pouring pints out of my
You're
head.
enjoying
your
yourself,
classic,
mate,
isn't
aren't
it?
you? You're enjoying yourself.
I'm all up for enjoying myself.
Too much.
But holy crap.
Me and Gowser like Morton Rasmussen, you are fucking shite.
Fuck him on the line.
I was sitting there going, nah, I can take so much. This, like, nah, my head's going to go.
What was the last strawberry? What was it? Because you stood up, didn't you? Us two.
I think, did I not end up grabbing Gowser? Because somebody chucked a bit of pizza and it hit somebody.
It's a
And I was
sponsor, wasn't
like, I was like, right, that's one step too far, even for me.
I'm
Where I've got no many boundaries, and I was like, right, Gowser, right, up you go. Fucking, and he was like, walking up the road, he was like, oh.
Remember he wore the mankini the next day?
I'm
Lenny made
sorry.
him wear the mankini the next day?
Aye, so good.
What, in training?
About the hotel and everything, mate.
Right.
You Gowser.
Were you feared up the next day?
Oh, that's the worst fear I've ever had in my life, mate. We chapped Lenny's door to us. I think he was doing a shite. You could hear the toilet flush and he was like, I take it that's used to, and we were like, hey, can we speak to him? He went, fuck off.
To be fair, I wouldn't mess with Lenny.
Nah.
Especially, I've been on that and different...
What's the worst thing you've ever done to make him angry?
Loads, mate. Played terrible, got beat. Anytime we played against Rangers and we got beat, I got it.
You got it for him,
It was always me because he knew I could take it as well. So he would come for me, and then eventually slowly go around a couple of other lads as well.
Somebody said that about when he was at Hibs, he used to always go for John McInnes as well.
I think you know the personnel as well because obviously you take it personally, you're like, aye. But he knows you've got a reaction in you as well.
Aye.
So he was like, he'll go again for us. And like, it's changed now. You can't shout at anybody, you can't say anything. And now you've got to talk about tactics, you've got to do this. But sometimes I love Lenny's way. Get after it. I was like,
after people.
here you go, right?
Aye.
No worries, Gaffer, I've got your back. Let's go. And, there's all different managers and styles and the way you want to play. And looks, I usually maybe do it differently as well. But I loved that. I love somebody shouting and screaming at me, and I was like, I'm going to prove you wrong.
You've got a scream in you, to be fair.
We go for tits, mate, all the time, man.
I'm not going to lie, if you scream with that tash, right, I can't laugh. I would be sitting in the change room going, what is happening? I'm not taking this guy serious.
Yeah, to be honest, as a young boy, did I ever ruin a training session where you thought he is shite? Remember that?
No, I always thought you were all right. You had great legs as well in the middle of the park. And know what, you were actually really good banter in the change rooms and around the bit. And
Thanks,
I think most of the lads, I never really trained with him.
How come?
No where we were. We spent most of the time in the gym together.
Jim.
Injured.
I done my ankle. And then we had a good bond, to be fair.
Aye, close.
I've never seen anyone so scared of Neil Lennon in my whole entire life.
You
Still
did
is
say
now,
that, to
mate.
be fair.
He still
Is he
sees him
still
now.
now?
I'm like, mate, you know you don't play for him. He's not your manager and you're 37-year-old. Why are you still scared?
I never done an interview, remember when he's here?
No, you didn't.
Shit myself to
He
do
shit himself to do it.
See when we're walking by his house, he goes a long way.
He crosses the road.
No, you didn't.
He stays right beside Andy.
He goes round about 15 motors on the side like that.
we were in the gym, right? And we were messing about, me and Slade, and the sports science guy was like, just like have a wee bit and then go and then make sure you do it properly, right? So he was upstairs at him. Then the gaffers walked in one door and you could see Slaney just disappearing out the other door. And I was like,
I'm still looking at him.
where is he? And he just keep going, no, Broony, I didn't know how to speak to Neil Lennon. I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, mate, he's a gaffer.
But
Don't work hard and impress him. No.
He's got that.
Is he the owner, Broony?
It's unbelievable,
But you do know that Lenny smashed him in the face for an elbow in training.
To be fair,
That's how I look at that.
Must be a jaggy elbow, that.
it was one of the, were you there?
Jagged nettles on his elbow.
Oh, the
Megs,
forensics.
one of them Meg Lenny in the box, like, but shouted Megs as well.
And Lenny was a gaffer.
Oh, it was, I think.
Was it film? And I thought, oh no. I was like, he's going to kill him. I was like, this could end up being like to the end of the world. But to be fair, Lenny was like, you'll never do that again. You should have seen him. He was like, no worries, gaffer. I don't think he was ever seen again after that. But he ended up taking him to Bolton.
That's right, he went to Bolton with Lenny.
You'd like to go for a pint with
Like
Lenny?
me, Lenny, aye. Sit down and just have a right good chat.
Oh, so good, but
Wouldn't it? Be good viewing that, mate.
That would be a great review. Broony, we did pet peeves on the podcast, anything that makes you angry in life, mate. I've got one for the weekend.
oh, what is it?
See, that's what people didn't realise about you, because everyone thinks you're an angry bastard, but off the pitch you actually are the complete opposite, aren't you?
I'm the most laid back guy in the world. Off it, couldn't give two flying fucks.
About anything? Well, would this annoy you? I was sitting eating a Sunday dinner in a restaurant, right? So I'm sitting here.
Somebody comes up to you.
No, there's a woman there facing that wall, so I can't see her face. But as I go to tuck into my meat, I look and she's sitting with slide-on shoes on. Her heels are hanging out the back of her shoes, and her fucking heels resemble a Yorkshire pudding, mate. And I've got
I fucking love it.
couldn't touch my Sunday
Inner element,
Yorkshire
Andy.
puddings because I could see her fucking heels.
Shoes off in public in
What the
general.
fuck
I think,
is that, mate?
See, right, because lassie did it after a night out, didn't they? They'll take their heels off and like walk about the streets and that.
Oh, after a night out, I'd be like,
That's my worst nightmare. Walking about when socks or nothing on.
Aye.
Then you get up in the morning, you'd be like, what the hell have I, where have I been?
No, what mine's is actually a good one. Him saying that he doesn't sleep.
he sleeps like a dog, mate. He sleeps like a dog.
13, 14 hours a night.
I know.
Says he never sleeps.
I know, and he snores like fuck.
Oh my word,
Yeah,
the worst
snoring.
ever.
Oh, the worst. Actually, I've never had a bird, mate. Birds can't fucking handle me.
No, that's not
That's
the
not
reason.
why.
That's
That's
not
not why.
And what way though?
That's not the
That's not why.
But let's ask Broony then, a pet peeve in football, modern day football. There must be all sorts of you coming
People
through.
that can't tackle.
You don't see that in
Nah,
the game,
they
do
don't
you?
You're not allowed to tackle.
You don't see it in the game at all.
To be fair, I went watched the game yesterday, Celtic game, and KT still loves it. You can see him holding and holding, right, and he waits for it. One of my last games in front of fans was at Easter Road, right. Davy Gray, right, horrible man, but brilliant as well, right. I got the ball. Somehow I've ended up on the left wing, right. I was 35 at the time, and I didn't want to be out there. And I've tried to touch it up the line, right, and I've beat one person, and Dave, you can see Dave's face, like just absolute meerkat. Held, and just leathered me right in front.
It's that weight in it for the timing.
And the thing is, right, you know it's coming, but you can't pull it.
Aye.
So you have to just go and take it. So I've went taking it, I've went flying, like all the Hibs fans are absolutely buzzing because it's right in the far away stands. And Dave's just stood up, and I'm like, I've just set him up inch perfectly. But to be fair,
I got him the Hibs job, mate. That tackle. I got him the fucking Hibs job. But that's showed that in his interview.
you miss wee bits like that. See the timing to go and smash something.
Remember Aberdeen boys? Was it three of them that smashed you? In a row.
Shea Logan tried to. That was poor though. That was shite baggy. Hit the ball off my head when I'm lying down in the flare.
So he did that.
We used to play against him. They used to man mark. Scotty Sinclair, right, used to start as a left winger. Like Shea Logan used to watch him, and Brendan went, they're just man marking. Go and stand away over the far away side.
That was Dell's Aberdeen, wasn't it? Celtic would just go this oily place.
I swear, indeed, right. Scotty would go for the left hand side all the way over the right hand side. Right, Graham Shinney would be man marking me, right. So I'd go and stand up front, and the left Azure on the ball, who would run 60 yards, who was an absolute horse, just opens his legs up and can gallop. And I was like, this is brilliant. And we just kept going at Aberdeen the same way. And then eventually, to be fair, they did change it up. But it was brilliant to see Shane Logan just.
Mate, do you know my favourite story that's been told of you in open goal? Graham Shinney said, I went, what's the worst you've ever felt on a football pitch? And he's like, we were doing well under Dell, played Celtic, we thought, we've got them here, like we're going to fucking beat them here. He says 20 minutes in Celtic had beaten us like 3-0. He's like, I'm man marking Broony. Broony comes up to me after the third goal goes and he goes, do you want to touch the ball, wee man?
My speech play's alright, man. I swear. My speech play was actually good. I didn't even. I was just a pain in the arse to everybody. I was.
What other, just all that sort of thing? What else?
I hated everybody. I'm
When
not
you're
going to
on the
lie.
pitch.
See if I played against you. I didn't care if you were my best pal. I played against Tomo Wits, right, and they were my best mates. And I would want to smash everybody. I don't know what it was. Song switches when I go on the pitch and I become like that proper arsehole.
Do you think you need, like, as a player, do you think you needed that as well? You needed to go on the pitch like that?
So like you've seen me in change rooms, right? Fuck about all the time. Quite enjoy a laugh, joke, bit of banter and stuff like that. But see when like the manager starts talking, mate, I had to get my head switched on, right, because at school I was fucking nightmare. I couldn't take anything. I didn't enjoy school, right? So I made a conscious decision when Gaffer was speaking, whatever, like, I've got to take this in because if I didn't, he's not going to play me. So I'd literally sit and like looking, like, right, going out, and then I'd have to make sure that I was focused going out, or my whole head would be absolute mash. So
We will be getting on to the Celtic game.
He did say to Lee Naylor as well in his debut. Is he in there telling that story?
Couldn't break
I'm
his
going to
leg.
break your fucking legs.
I tried in training after that as well. I used to share a lifting with nails every day as well. But
Who was there anyone that would get you back all the time?
Shinny would give us it back, to
Would
be
he?
fair. Shinny, I still owe him one, to be fair. And it was the last game at Celtic Park. Never really, he ended up going away to England. And he absolutely melted me. We were 3-0 up, we were battering them. And I swear to indeed it was a leg breaking challenge, and I was like, I will get you back. And he disappeared. And to be fair, if you ask him, I texted him right after it because I was playing Trump Aberdeen the next day, right? And I knew he stayed up by the Trump golf course. So I texted him right away saying, come on, get your arse outside.
Imagine being punditry at Inverness. Sitting running with the ball.
What does he say? Mate, my golf balls were going everywhere trying to look for his house.
Sorry, what about for a Rangers team? Who would you get to there? Did you two used to have it though? I know that picture there, but did you two used to get go for each other?
We were probably a wee bit deep for each other at that
Right.
point because he would go and pick it up for.
I always remember
Alfredo used to.
He couldn't speak any English. He was,
Plus Alfredo was the one you could easily get a reaction off, I know.
every time, mate, the amount of times I just clipped his foot or gave him a wee hang, right? And he just tried to elbow you and stand and spit on you. And
I'm sure that game there, was it? Did you not get him? I'm sure you got him sent off in the first half, didn't you?
It was literally, mate, I swear to you, I went, touched his head and he just went, wobble. And I was like, oh, here we go.
Did Kent not give you a bit as well once as well? You and Kent not fight once as well? Was that not, I got that wrong with somebody else?
John Kennedy?
No, Kent, Ryan Kent.
Oh, Ryan Kent. To be fair, I got him sent off in Aberdeen.
Aye, that's right. Aye, Pretoda.
And then he punched me at Celtic Park.
That's right, he punched you.
It was, I think we've just scored and I'm sitting hugging the ball and pissing myself laughing. And he's gave us a wee sly one. And I swear to indeed, I went down like a sack of tatties. It was unbelievable. But I actually met Ryan, right, and go down to the races at York every year, right? And I didn't know these two people came up to us, right? And it was Ryan Kent's mum and dad. Right? So we're in this suite. They came up and went, "Hi, Scott, you'll know my son." And I was like, fuck, here we go. I'm going to know his son, Ryan Kent. And I was like, no way, I swear. So I've ended up sitting chatting away to them, right? Nothing happened, and ended up disappearing. 2 years later, went back in, and the two of them are sitting there again, right? And I was like, oh, we're down here today and tomorrow. And they're like, oh, that's really good. Next morning, went in, mate, Ryan Kent sitting there with them, and I'm like, know what? In for a penny, in for a pound. I was like, Ryan, how are you, pal? Obviously, had a few bevies at this point, right? And I was like, what's happening, Weary? What's happening? And he's like, you can see him sitting going, no sure to take this guy
He's quite
serious,
quiet, though.
but he was actually, know what, he actually spoke away, and his mum and dad were lovely as well, so.
Amazing.
Did you have that side to you? So you joked after the pitch and then serious?
No, I was joking on the pitch as well, mate. I couldn't wait for the game to fucking end. Honestly. Couldn't wait. I used to sit out in the tunnel every week, cannot wait for 5:15. Pay anything for it to be 5:15. And we're buzzing to have the league back underway, and we're delighted to have TalkSport BET on board with us this season too.
And Broony boy, they've got you covered with a 30% bet boost every day. Simply log in, tap the lightning bolt and put your boost into action.
There's plenty to get stuck into this week with Rangers, Hearts, Hibs and Motherwell all in European action on Thursday before the Premiership returns at the weekend. Hearts v Benfica, by the way. That's a stitch up.
That's the
Feel
two.
for
That's
that
going to
guy.
get
Be
Miller
after
down.
them, gets to Champions League, and then you drop down and you play Benfica.
Okay. Motherwell beat
That's
Benfica.
I
And
keep
keep
that
an
down.
eye out for TalkSport's Bet Super Boost 2 with one for Rangers tie on Thursday and another when Celtic travel to Killie on Sunday.
And of course, if you haven't
This is
joined,
unbelievable. I'm enjoying
TalkSport
it.
BET, yeah.
Keep going.
Make sure you get involved. Bet just a tenner and you'll get £40 in free bet when you sign up using our exclusive link talksportbet.com/open goal. Back Scottish football with TalkSport BET.
18 plus T's and C's apply. Please gamble responsibly. That was brilliant.
Unbelievable. I was almost sleeping there, by the way. Almost fell asleep. This
think
is
you
brilliant.
will
This is what I came in for.
Wait till we get the
Just for
football
you
chat,
to
you'll
read
fall
to me.
Right, what's your opinion on this Jordan Henderson signs for Chelsea?
Is that, do you think that's a player's coach type thing though? He's going to move him in with him. It can't be
Moving
fun.
him in what he says.
No, but or is there a rule for an English player or something? That can't be. He's going to be starting for Xabi Alonso's team. No way.
Have you got an opinion on this?
I think he's just going in there to be a leader. More in the dressing room than anything, because I think Chelsea have kind of lacked that recently, like quality English player being in there that leads. I know they've got Reece in there that's done that, but you need other people, and it's not just one person. And I think it's to set standards, which like Jordan Henderson's, 35? fit as a fiddle, done what so many teams in top leagues as well, and managing to come back in and still do it. I think that's just one to show that a wee bit older experience, cool head.
It has to be that, because they went for Xhaka. Grant Xhaka didn't get him, and then they signed Henderson and
Welbeck as well, didn't they?
2 or 3 days.
Bizarre, mate, nah.
I think that is what it is, though. I can't imagine.
Just people that know the culture of the club and what they know the league as well, because there's a lot of
surprised
foreigners
Rangers didn't go from. Sorry, Rangers signs fucking.
You don't know, huh?
centre midfielders.
Just centre midfielders and
Exact
characters.
same midfielder as
Oh,
well.
I had a nick for you. Guy was in with his wife in Grosso, and the wife was quite good looking.
Still not been invited there. Have you been invited
Mate,
there?
any chance
been
you
there.
come
Oh,
in
is
the
it
day
nice,
for a
is it?
freebie, mate? Come
Is
in
it
the
in
day for a
Glasgow?
freebie. I in Glasgow.
You want a pitch?
That's an
You'll be fine.
So the wife goes, "Can I get a glass of white?" I mean, what do you want to drink? She goes, "Can I get a glass of white wine?" He goes,
Are you serving as well?
I serve as well.
Oh, I love this.
Can I
Tell you
come
what,
in,
Do you
mate?
cook?
Aye.
I could do a wee bit of cooking.
You're brilliant. Yeah.
Thank you. So I say to the boy, what would you like to drink, mate? Can I get a pint? You could see he was a bit nervous. Went, "Can I get a pint of pepperoni?" If I was the missus, I'd have just...
Did you actually just go and give him a pint of pepperoni? Do you want a steak with that, pal?
Imagine that, just a pint glass of pepperoni.
Dip it in, get your steak, have everything.
So that was it. She was like, "Oh no, he just gave me that."
Exactly.
Because he asked for a pint of pepperoni. There's a fucking pet peeve, Broony. I'm in end yesterday, trying that on for about 20 minutes, right? No sure whether to get it or no.
You done well.
Put it down, mate, right? And he goes and buys it.
You've done unbelievable not getting that.
I know, but it does not look that bad on other people.
What even is
It's just the
that?
head that's
You
hanging
can
out.
sit up, you know, mate, I like that. But what I do, because my style's so fucking
Bad.
miles off, I wait for when I'm going in with people, see what they're looking at.
So
Well,
you
that's why
wait
he bought that T-shirt with the sleeves. He said because you were yellow.
Yellow.
Before.
Fucking
You're going in with Si and waiting to see what Si picks up and going, no, what, I'll take this one and run to the counter.
You weren't big
You're
on
a shark, mate.
you weren't big on your style, were you, when you were coming through? Because people,
I'm
a lot of
still no
Celtic
big
players
on
used to say
my
you were the
style.
worst, but now you're smart now, mate.
Nah, mate, my gear is terrible.
What was it, Cruyff? Or was it James that used to be a Cruyff?
Nah, me and James.
Oh, your gear was shite, Broony.
Yeah, James-
Terrible. And I'm alright with that. I was alright with that. I could not give two flying.
Maybe
James used to be a
you were sponsored by Puma as well, didn't you? You would just wear like
Mate,
Puma
Puma gear every day.
gear and with jeans. Puma
Honestly.
t-shirts and jeans. And trainer.
baggy jeans as well and tight Puma tops. And then the Velcro, Puma mind the Velcro Puma. Mate, I signed for Celtic with them on. Pair of G-stars.
Nah, G-Stars, I actually were G-Stars. They were alright.
But I think by that time they were going out of fashion. Right? I still had them on. Oh.
You buy every night try on, he keeps, "Lad, when are you going to try on the dildos?" Last one. What, have you got any Icks? No, anyone sent you?
What about America?
Somebody sent me a
Somebody
belter.
one.
X man, come
Right,
on.
so a woman sent me an Ick, said she wants the name remain anonymous. She was like, "But I was on a first date with a guy and he kept asking if size matters."
No, that's bad, aye. That's bad.
Who the fuck is it? Is it you? I was thinking that's something you would do. I've
would-
heard you saying that.
I would
Yeah,
do
she
that.
says to girls when you're with her.
No, that's right.
What, on a first date?
No, just in
the
general
first date.
chat, mate.
Before the first date when we're talking to each other, because you're thinking, if it does, then there's no point in going into date. You know what I mean?
Oh, I remembered that. This was actually my mate.
You're
Missy
selling
that told
yourself unbelievable here.
me. My mate went to the barber, and you know when it's a barber, you've obviously got the queue, and somebody skipped him in the queue and he didn't say anything.
Oh, that's a nick.
Aye, and she said,
Oh, no, you're
he thought
done.
He was disgusted straight
So-
away. So basically,
Oh,
a guy
nah.
skipped him in the queue,
And
he
she's
never
watched
said
it.
it. She's
Oh,
just
no.
watched him. That's bad.
That's a
innit?
massive Ick.
Oh, by the
My
way,
head would have went with that.
you get a haircut in
What a fucking job they've done.
no, it was brilliant. That's
New
what
York.
I was going to
Man,
say.
that mate, the fucking, what a job they've done on it.
That was the best I'd seen your hair after.
Aye.
Looks brilliant.
There's never any fade to your hair.
No, it just goes the one all the way up. But remember the pet
How
peeves,
flat's
lads,
it? Let me
is
see.
it? Get a wee feeling.
It's an absolute flathead, eh?
Flatty.
That's amazing, mate.
Broony, how was it in the shower?
Massive.
Oh, humongous, mate.
Was it?
Longest I've ever seen.
What are you worried about it?
Nah, you just kid on, don't you? People feel sorry for you. Here,
I thought
beside,
Frimpong was a wee bit off here.
oh mate, what did you, so I asked Frimpong in America, who was his mates at Celtic? He said you were one of his good mates. We found him quite big time.
It wasn't having me and you at all. Aye.
I didn't like his attitude, to be honest, mate. I wasn't having him as a guy.
He's so good.
Is he a good guy?
He was so good. See, when he first came in, he was so quiet and didn't know, and then he just started to get so bubbly, and everyone was like, that's what we wanted to see.
Right.
He was, to be fair, what a player he is.
I know he's
His
flying.
legs are a joke.
Mate, first open goal appearance. What's
Why?
took you so long?
Aye.
We need to know.
What's the time? I just couldn't be bothered coming through the seas.
Was that,
I think, see, because when I was on a job and stuff, that it's probably no right for me to come, or when I'm still playing, to come and talk about stuff. So now
I think especially because you take it personal, because you like a laugh and a joke and that way.
Aye, but people, like, see when you're in there and you're part of a team and stuff like that, like you're in it here, you're in it Fleetwood, it's hard to show your personality. Right, where I've got to be in charge and stuff like that, which is it's fine. You could be two different people at times, and like in my career, I've flipped through both. But as a manager, you have to kind of be step aside, and you can't have that banter and sit and chat away to you. So I felt it's probably best for me just to stay away from.
This will be your first time out of football in what, 20 years? Something like that? How are you finding it? Enjoying
Amazing, mate. So see, because the last 4 years I've been Fleetwood in here, I've no been home. I've literally not seen my kids play football. I've not seen anything. So even at Ayr, I wasn't getting home till 8 o'clock, half 8 at night, and then sometimes on Fridays and stuff like that, you're popping away watching the Championship game as well. So it's actually good to get time off, and I had a couple of offers and that, but I'm not really that interested.
Do you want to get back in Broony eventually, management?
I'm in no rush, mate. I'll just see how it goes. I quite enjoy playing golf in the summer.
Good for you.
Your boys at Falkirk, aren't they?
Oldest one's at Falkirk, youngest is at Hibs, middle's at Spartans. So they're all running a bit, so I'm a chauffeur now.
What a set of balls on you, mate. 3 football players, brilliant.
To be fair, we'll see. They're still young, so we'll see how they can.
How much harder is it being a manager than a player, mate?
Aye. It's
stress through the roof.
You can give them so much information and stuff like that, but see if they choose not to listen or not to do what you say, then one person just kills the whole press or kills the whole team spirit and stuff like that. That's the hardest part, where on the pitch, you can have a go at them. Like you see, especially in the middle of the park, you can have a go at anybody and you can pull people into position, you can draft them out, you can slaughter, you can make sure he's after people. You can't do that as a manager. You can shout instructions on. Mm-hmm. It's up to them whether they choose to listen to you or not as well. So I feel like Ayr and Fleetwood, the lads done it, and then we just ran out of legs later on. That's part and parcel.
So me and Slaney have spoke about it before. We both worked under Barry Ferguson, and we felt that he struggled to no get players to do what he could do when he was a player. Did you feel you were a bit of that?
I couldn't do half the stuff, so that was alright.
But in terms of obviously the career you had, and you're working with boys at Ayr, no disrespect, they're obviously good players in the Championship, but did you find that at a point where you...
No, I was alright with the lads, because they gave everything in training and stuff like that, and that's what you ask. Like the information they take on, they try and... Like, everyone's got to give the ball away, and I gave the ball away, but my whole thing was reaction. To get the ball back, sharpness, getting after people, and you could see 5 or 6 of them done it, and it was like maybe 1 or 2 kind of thought about the process, then had to go and do it.
Aye,
and that was the hardest thing, to try and install that into them, if I'm honest. And like my teams kind of always try to press high up the park, get after people, and we went into Fleetwood at the time, they just almost got relegated, and we finished 12th in the league and were the highest pressing team in the league, and then we lost everyone to the Championship and back to the loan clubs, and the same happened at Ayr as well. Half the lads ended up playing in the Premier League. So
did you find yourself like you need to kind of change your idea on football because
depends on the personnel that you bring in and what's out there? Because Ayr, no disrespect, but you're fighting against Partick, who pay a lot more, Livy pay a lot more, it's more central belt than anyone in Falkirk, pay more money. So we were like maybe people's 3rd and 4th choice, so we'd try and pull them in, and hopefully that we had training ground and decent pitch to try and pull them in. But we ended up probably not getting the first choice that we wanted, and they were all going everywhere else, so we ended up the second season having to change the structure of how we played, went to back 5 to try and suit us, because we didn't have as much legs in the team, and we lost a lot of good players, if I'm honest. It's hard to throw that out and then start fresh again.
Aye.
You'll find that as well.
Was it a lot harder than what you thought it was going to be, Broony, managing?
No, I enjoyed it. See, because like it's the next best thing. Yeah. So like you're out of a dressing room and stuff like that, but you're really in a dressing room with new mates, and you're trying to like get those lads, whether it's the sports science, your physio, whoever it is, to install like your standards and what you want into them as well. And I had good relationships with all the captains as well, so I tried not to get too close to the lads as well, because Whits was there to kind of be that in between. So
you don't need to answer this, Broony. You don't need to at all. But
so why you
there was we just think we can cut this. Not a problem. There was rumours that you might have been getting into Celtic in the summer as a coach. Was there any truth in that at all?
I've not really kind of spoke to Celtic as in that point in time, and you never know what happens in football. Football's mental. You see people like Neely's been out of football for what 5-6 years, then goes back into Kilmarnock at the time. So like you never really know what's going to be around the corner.
Getting as an assistant, mate, you'd love that. That's the one, mate, honestly, because you could actually be it.
You actually show your personality.
Exactly, definitely.
Being a manager, because I was a wee bit standoffish probably to people.
And that isn't you, mate.
I enjoyed that part as well because like, it's a persona who you want to be.
Yeah.
So you can really be like that top guy, or you can be that fun, having a bit of banter and stuff. That and, like you're the same. I'm sure being in there as assistant, but I'm sure you've still got a switch that flips as well at times.
Well, I'll tell you
I've actually seen you switch flip as well.
You need to show me, don't you? It's so frustrating.
You've totally changed that way. You're no joke.
I don't really go on, mate. I try and note as well.
Do you know?
Nah.
Do you join in still?
Joining them.
with trainers on.
With trainers on.
No, you didn't.
We'll give it
He's
away
with
for 3 years.
trainers on.
The boys have kept the talent. We'll
You
give it away
do
for
not
3 years.
join in with trainers on.
Is it no like Asics and that as well? So
New Balance and Asics.
Remember you injured the boy at Broomhill?
Done it at Broomhill.
You injured the
Remember
boy?
I smashed the boy.
He was out for 2 months. With Asics
I
on.
was like, mate, I've got a pair of Asics on. How are you injured?
well, I tell you what, I'd love to ask you about the weekend there. First game in League One. 5-1.
Well done, mate.
Brilliant, mate, honestly.
Flying, mate.
Brilliant. Do you know the best thing about it? We had 9 new players playing on Saturday.
That's good. That
I hear loads of managers go, we need time, we need to...
try and hit the ground running.
What we've got, Broony, is see what we've signed is young, enthusiastic boys, like you said, listen to everything you're asking, and you can do all the shape and passage of play, but you need players that want the ball of time, mate. And
Aye.
Got to have
how
balls
we
to take it
recruited
as
this
well,
summer's
under
brilliant.
pressure.
Mate.
How's the young boy for Rangers, Aiden?
Been in a week, mate, and just gets it straight away.
No, wait, is it Aiden?
Alexander
Smith.
Played
aye.
the 10, mate. He's about 5'3", but a joke. Like,
Good player.
so many good technical players in Scotland. This is what really frustrates me when you hear that there's
See,
no...
League One and the Championship, there's a lot of good players.
There is, Broony,
Like,
honestly.
there's always players that listen, that want to get better and that will go up. They just need that little spell, maybe coming down a league before they can go in, because it's hard for younger lads now to go right into any SPL team. And you can see there's hardly any Scottish lads playing
Aye.
in the Premier League that are under 21. So they have to go and start somewhere. And then, like, what I really like about the Championship and League One is a co-op deal.
Aye, it's really good.
It gives an opportunity, Rangers, Celtic, Hibs, Hearts, to go and give those players an opportunity someone else. Like the parent clubs might not like that you're bringing in 2 or 3 players for another club.
You had a couple of the Celtic boys last year done well, didn't you?
They're really good, to be fair, and it's good stepping stone for them as well, to come in, to hopefully go and play minutes, and then to go back up to Celtic and look at boosting team squad, because it doesn't cost you nothing as well.
Yeah.
Why do you think there is a lack of Scottish players now, younger players coming and playing in the top league when you look at your team at Hibs?
So, mate, we got lucky at Hibs though. Like, Hibs were going through a kind of spell that they had Russell, Soze, Zatelli, mixed with Patalina, that were on good money at that point in time. The club was struggling for money. So Bobby had to come in and release most of them at that point in time. He still had a couple of the older experienced lads. And we had a decent young team, but we didn't win the BP Youth Cup or anything like that. But we all just gelled really well together. And like, you have to be lucky at that point in time, because I was on the bench and I was 16, 17 at the time. Tam McManus gets injured, Gary O'Connor gets injured, Deeksy goes on, and then Bobby's like, right, you're going on. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, playing against Aberdeen, playing against Russell Anderson, playing centre-half, and me and Deeksy end up going on and scoring 3 goals between us.
Wow.
Then they quickly realised I was never a striker, because
But Broony,
Is that where you came on, your first appearance?
striker and a right winger?
all the way through youth,
Striker, mate.
I was like a right winger and striker. Yeah, I was
I remember you were
the worst striker you could ever imagine.
I couldn't have
I was like
striker, aye.
Maeda with less of a touch, but a better mouth.
But mate, you had, I genuinely think coaches back then, like Donald Park was in charge of you.
Oh,
What a
Parker was
guy
brilliant, mate. It was.
Teach you standards and
See, what I
it
didn't
took to
understand
make
now is kids didn't wash boots, didn't pump up balls, put bibs out for the first team. They just get everything given to them, and that's probably why there's probably no as many Scottish lads in there, because they feel that they're that entitled to. No, I'm a football player now.
I mean, we get boys coming in for us on trial for top Premier League clubs, and when you dare run, they're last in the run,
Yeah.
and they're full time.
Full time.
See if you carry
We
run.
train 2 nights a week. What he's doing?
You still running?
I
Do you
love
run with
running,
him?
mate. Running all the time.
Ah, I love it.
Love it, mate. And they're last in the runs.
Shouldn't be the case.
Full time players coming for top clubs in the SPL.
There's a problem there. That is the biggest thing. See if you carry run now, you can't play football.
Aye.
No, 100%.
Literally, as you
But
get-
managers aren't they willing, are they now? I mean, I don't know if they're good enough, but managers aren't they willing now to give younger players a chance when you look through the Scottish League? The top league, there's barely.
It's hard because at the same time, right, the amount of time that you get in that job
Right, okay, aye.
now is, see if you get a year, you're doing well, 18 months, you're doing unbelievable at one club. So if you go in and you say, oh, I'm going to give the youth a chance, you don't get beat 6, 7 games in a row.
And
You're literally at the job.
Craig Mulholland's doing a...
Seen that.
He'll do a good job, by the way.
Aye.
I like Craigie. Craigie was on my pro licence, and he speaks really well, he's open, and he's willing to change as well. So like, I think we should go back to, you should have 3 Scottish players minimum in your team. And then you've got under 21s as well, because like, it might take us back 2-3 years, as in Champions League, UEFA and stuff like that, but like
It's hardly as if we're flying in Europe now.
but eventually it'll help us in the longevity.
Because see, when I was young, Celtic were filled with foreign players, but see, the ones that you learnt most from that helped you the most, it was the Scottish players.
Scottish lads,
It was the Scottish boys.
Big Elvis.
Over, Big Elvis, Paul Lambert, guys like that. They actually cared, mate, because they obviously seen themselves in you.
Well, the young
foreign boys are not really
the
that
young boys at Celtic will probably say the same about that now. Like with Kieran Tierney and Cam McGregor and James Forrest. So they'll probably be saying the same, won't they?
Yeah.
They set the standards. Like Cal sets unbelievable standards every day. Like first it runs, you do long distance runs, he'll win it. Shooting, he'll be right up there. Passing percentage and everything, he'll be right up there. But then you get all the stats after the game, and Cal will be top of them all. KT will be top of them all, and that's how you kind of learn.
I heard a new one last night after the game for McGregor. Pitch geography.
Pitch geography.
That a new thing?
It is new. I think. See, for Cal's very, very intelligent. And he gets, whether it's a Martin O'Neill's team, it's a Brendan's team, it's a Neil Lennon's team.
And what it needs.
He just knows what the culture of the club is, what the manager wants, and he's a fantastic player as well. And Celtic lucky enough to have him for that long period of time. And you can see Martin still talking about it now. He's got a great idea for the game. He'll be a good coach, possibly a manager in his time. So it ticks all the right boxes for you to put him captain, because any young kid that come through and see that. Yesterday, I watched Celtic yesterday. Dundee were very good, by the way. Very good. Quite impressed with them. But the difference of the first half to the second half, Cal just dropped underneath the ball. Dundee's two strikers couldn't get anywhere near Cal, and Cal just dictated the whole game. And then when he couldn't drop under, they pulled Engels right under, and the two centre midfielders tried to go man for man, and the gap in between was ridiculous.
Just quickly on Cal, did you, when you were captain, did you sort of take him under your wing? Was there things that you said to him that maybe need to get better at that, or did you just let him be himself?
No, Cal he went away to Notts County, and he was very, very good. He was more attacking midfielder at that point in time, and even when I played, he kind of played as that 8 further up, or if he played Rangers, he always played on that left hand side. And like, he understood the game really well, and you never really needed to tell Cal what to do and how to get after people. It was more the lads that just came in at that point in time. Like, Cal got everything that we needed to do no matter what, and that's why Cal's captain now, because he can take the information in, but he can also dictate to people, but pull people into position. I can see him yesterday as well. He's dropping deep and he's pulling team players into, and he's like, just go over.
A coach on the pitch.
So it's great to have that, but once they lose that, how do you replace that? Because somebody that's came through
Then Jordan
the club,
Henderson.
that's
Thank God
he'll only be 38 at the time probably. And he's got another couple of years left.
What was your thoughts on Celtic's performance in general yesterday?
I think first game of the season, you need to win. You just have to win, because it's not everything's going to be perfect. You've got Duran, you've got Hogh just came in, trained once or twice together, no really got that relationship. You can see Duran probably doesn't want to play out on the wing. Then as soon as he goes in that middle of the park, he comes alive in the box and stuff like that. So I think the two of them will do well. Like, I hope missed a couple of chances. Martin says it himself, but he's in there in the right place at the right time. And like, Hendrick came in, didn't he start on fire? And then you look at how good Hendrick is when he left the club. So like, you've got to give every player that comes in a little bit of patience as well, and he's got to have an understanding how. Just
before we come to Celtic, though, you need to kind of let you away with it. Seeing the vlog was amazing. I watched it last night. Well done to you, sensational.
Amazing, mate, man.
Aye, it was
really good.
What a time we had, mate, didn't we?
Looked like you had a great time.
Oh, the best.
The game was sensational.
Are we going to talk about he's bumping into each other at the airport all the time?
I know. It's some coincidence, isn't it?
I just went, oh no.
No, again.
Who liked it? Somebody liked it, didn't they?
Oh, Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor. And somebody else liked something.
Get him on the show.
And who was the other man I liked?
Ryan Reynolds, and I love it.
Ryan Reynolds' message saying that's one of the best things I've ever watched, including all the movies that he's been involved in. He loved that.
Gerrard is brilliant.
Gerrard, what an interview. And then he's going to, hopefully, if Andy hits the bar, or playing Andy hits the bar, we're fucked with the right fit, he's going to give us
He's right fit? Oh, no.
Jesus. Sit down an interview, but he's
take 400. Just put it up, mate.
And how's he going to know it's 5? How's he going to know?
I can't believe how sort of normal guy he was.
He was. But Peter Crouch as well, but you kind of knew he was that bubbly personality, but how good he was as well, like, brand new. Robbie Fowler, brand new.
Am I wrong in saying that Abby was a bit tight with you?
What?
Am I wrong in saying that Abby was a bit touchy with you?
Touch with who?
I was like, stop touching him, I'm fucking raging, man.
They were close.
Why man, there?
What the fuck?
Think so, aye. Don't know, Jelly
Jelly raging right now. Watching that.
Oh, you'd bin Jelly for her, nah.
Tell you what,
Fucking in a minute, mate. Jelly's gorgeous, but in a minute.
Robbie Fowler was brilliant, I know.
I've heard he's a hero again.
Hero,
He
mate.
was a legend.
But he was on Liverpool TV at the time, so we couldn't really get a chat with him, which was...
Rushy wasn't too happy.
You and Rushy ended up back at a hotel room, you said?
No, I've got to say something.
Rushy was...
Rushy had enough phase, mate. We're in his tune, his year
You don't
on.
have him as
No,
now.
no.
Didn't
But we
eventually
did
just go,
pest him, we did pest him up.
fuck off.
And then Phil Thompson was good, wasn't he? Big Phil
Brilliant,
Thompson.
aye.
He
Big
was a
Phil's
hero.
class.
Anybody else we're missing?
Yeah, she was good.
Stephen Prez, mate. Stephen Prez we met in the airport.
He was as good as any, mate.
Nah, he's
Big
I
Elvis.
was howling at him.
How good
he
is
was
he at
so
Celtic when
funny.
he's a guy?
How dry but funny is his banter.
Aye, so
He
funny.
used to tell me every morning, right, we used to get in the motor together, like the two of us, chalk and cheese, right, and he goes, best dressed guy in Scotland today. Right, mate. And he'd have a neckerchief around looking magnificent, and I've turned up in a pair of Puma trackies and you know, aye, big man, right, how you doing, can we get a coffee, are you going to stop? No, I don't do stopping for get yourself to the training ground.
We asked him about the Aiden chat.
Yeah.
How funny was he with that?
What was he saying?
He's like, oh, brilliant, eh? Like, kept saying brilliant. He's like, used to wind him up.
You've got him in
used to
your
go to
back
the-
pocket, caddy.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy,
I'd
Aiden?
love for him to come on.
Called
the
himself the
one
daddy for me.
Aye, that's
what
amazing.
the fuck?
All the time, every time he dived, like I swear, he used to try and control the ball, right? Run back, pass the ball back to Craig Gordon, or just dive on top of the ball.
And
And
it
go,
was
"Who's
grab the
your
ball, innit?
daddy?"
Were you there when Tommy G dunked him in the water?
Oh my god, mate, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's a different.
What did he?
level, mate.
So
So what was
talk
it?
to us.
Elvis was leading like the wander in the pool, wasn't he?
Mate, we're just jogging around the pool, right? And the pool wasn't that deep at that point in time, right? And you can see, like, Tommy's next level. You all know Tommy's zero boundaries. And I think he's gave Elvis a wee bit, and then Elvis is like, pipe down, son. And he's like, you can just see him getting that anger, and he just picks Elvis up, and he's got so much strength,
Strength, mate.
mate. It's
Elvis is
ridiculous.
like,
And you can just see him getting dunked under the water, coming back up, and I thought Elvis was going to kill him. I did, and it was one of those ones you're sitting here going,
Something's happening here.
oh,
It's
no.
kicking off.
Have you got any other gravesons that's not been told in here?
Nah, mate, I think everything's been told.
Told.
Yeah, when he's sitting with the paper, mate,
Remember that with the eyes cut?
mate, that's unbelievable. Oh my God. I'm like,
Oh my God.
mate, it was when we played.
God's amazing.
Oh my
God's
God.
right, God.
Called Tommy Gaffer.
Tommy Burns Gaffer.
Because he played with it, was it called? He was like Gaffer. You can see Gordon turn around. He's going, no, Tommy Gaffer.
He's a fuck.
Oh, I was like, this guy is different level.
How was he? You been in Cure playing ahead of him, weren't you?
Mate, honestly, couldn't care.
Couldn't care.
He couldn't care. He was just like, oh, well done, lad. Yep, you keep giving it away. Go and get it back.
You said they loved playing with the 21s.
Loved. Mate, he played at fucking... He got a choice to play at Albion Rovers. Of course I'm playing, lad. I'm on corners, free kicks and penalties. He fucking loved it, mate.
Oh.
Came to Ireland to us for 3 weeks, mate.
That's amazing.
3 weeks.
He didn't need to come. Wally McStay came in and went, Deeks, Tommy, you didn't need to come, but... And of course I'm coming, lad. I can't wait. Fucking psycho, mate, what a hero. Right, on to Celtic, lads. Open their campaign against Dundee. What were your thoughts on
Well, you
the game?
were vocal off camera about how bad they were. And
Well, the first half was really bad, no?
no, listen,
I spoke about one player.
I thought the performance wasn't
What
great.
one player?
I've been on to him all year long that he's got attributes, but if you're to offer £25 million for Arnie Engels,
I thought he was so
take
poor
it.
last night. I thought Engels was so
He's
poor.
got
Bruni, you're better
legs.
than him. You're better than him.
No.
Yes,
yeah,
mate, come on.
He's- he
20,
can-
didn't
he can
ever
actually-
bid 25 million quid for you?
Mate, Celtic were lucky they bid 4.4 for me at the first point. Now, I like Engels, to be fair. Engels a wee bit different compared to what Celtic have got. He's got his legs are a joke. See if he box to box, he's unbelievable. See if he can just produce a few more goals. I think what a player like he would be. But
I think, Bruni, what a player, really.
mate, there's a lot of good things about see if you like.
I think his decision making, passing last night was.
I thought last night he was
kept
awful.
picking
Mate,
the
I
wrong
played
player.
with you,
No, that is the thing. I know I'm sitting here saying that, but
I think look, everyone's going to have games that are going to go up and down, but he's always going to be in Celtic's first 11 because you see when him and Vickers wasn't in the team, it's a lot of quality that they end up losing. Legs is key. That's why every English club probably want Arnie Engels.
He will be away, Broony, won't he?
As legs. Mate, you don't know him, but if you get offered £25 million for a player in Scotland, it's hard to turn down.
I think
So here's the question to you, do you expect Celtic performance-wise, I know the one, but performance-wise, do you expect Celtic to get better?
Aye.
Why?
Well, Carter Vickers is back in, isn't he?
I know, but he was in last night.
For last season. But that's
it's his first game, really.
I think throughout the season.
He's been a big miss.
I thought he was good last night.
I thought Carter was good last night.
The worry is obviously Alistair Johnson. He looks like he'll be away as well. So
well, that's the only thing, because I was saying, I thought Celtic's starting 11 yesterday was probably better than any starting 11 that played last year in terms of the personnel they had available.
Yeah.
But the only thing is like, if you lose Johnson, you lose.
I'm
saying Arnie Engels because again, I've never said he's a bad player. I just, if you're getting offered 25 million, for me, you take it. And again, we've said Nygren might go.
I would keep Nygren, mate.
Nygren, I can't believe the stick Nygren gets over.
He's so underrated. I actually thought last night in the game,
it was alright.
I thought he was better.
He through about 3 times.
Few passes was great last night. I think he's so underrated.
He's got an absolute arc of just scoring goals.
Yeah.
And I keep going on about, he's like Chris Commons.
Aye.
Chris Commons.
On the Manjaro. Chris Commons on the Jag.
Aye, right. So he's just got an art for scoring goals for the edge of the box, timing it, movement. Like Nygren is a lot fitter and he gets about the park really, really well. Like he just doesn't do the dirty part of the game. But seeing Scotland, like no disrespect, but Celtic get away with it. Like in Europe, like he still plays because he's a goal scorer, he's a threat at all points and times and that. Like Hogh and Duran will eventually like work their understanding out together. Martin was talking after the game that he's going to try playing 2 up as well. So does he go 4-4-2? Does he go 4-1-3-2? He'll not go to a back 5. So I think it's good that he's got plan B and plan A and he's already thinking ahead of the two of them wanting to play up top together.
Do you see anything different in that first game than you've seen performance-wise against style?
The second half, the intensity in the second half, the understanding, I thought Celtic got after the ball.
Aye, off the ball, aye.
I thought the legs, the quality, getting after there. I thought Yang was really good yesterday. Like his work rate's a joke. Like he's up there, he's right back in, he helps Kieran out, and like I thought Kieran was fantastic.
He
was brilliant.
The wee man, honestly,
he looked proper powerful. I thought last night
he was getting to the touchline, cutting balls back. And probably Nygren should score in the first half because Kieran ends up bombing him down. But even the balls that he's putting in the box, that's
the one for the Engels header, that was Kieran as well.
There's a couple more as well that he fires in, and like, that's just an act itself. And if you got Kieran fully fit, good pre-season underneath his belt, but he's the best that there is in this league.
I thought Dundee were alright by
Dundee were good. Dundee so brave in their press, weren't they?
Joe Bevan, by the way.
But how good was he?
He's lightning quick.
I like 2 centre midfielders as well, Broony.
Hamilton
and what's the other boys' name?
Finnegan.
They're good players.
Finnegan's a great find as well. Hamilton obviously there last year, but I like Big Elvis. You know what? He comes and he goes. He talked about Celtic have not been beat in 75 years, 76 years at home and opening.
He was 3 at that time.
And the rest. But he's playing wee games. He's playing wee mind games, and he's telling his lads, "Oh, look at it." But then he's also going telling the lads, "We've got a chance of beating him," and he believes it as well, which is great because most teams go to Celtic Park, sit in, catch him on the counter. They actually went man for man. In the first 3 or 4 minutes, they were all over Celtic because they just went back 3. They just went, "We're going to go for it."
They were man for man at the back against proper pace with Duran and Yang as well.
Like you seen Hogh up top. Early doors when they were just smashing him. I say on the radio, I was like, "Welcome to Scotland, big man," because that's
a pass for a centre forward. I don't really like it.
Straight one
for the goal. I'd rather go to a side.
What do you think, Si?
I don't mind it. See if you've got 6 guys that are pressing high up, and then you've got the 2 wingers popping the fullback.
Even your wingers need to come off the side. There's somebody to help them, don't they? They've just kind of stayed there, didn't it? It was up to the big man to get a hold of the ball.
I bumped into Barry Nicholson yesterday.
What a guy, by the way.
Brilliant, aye.
What a guy.
Well, he was talking about the game that night, and he said, "Oh no, we're having a go." And I thought, nice, will you? Like, I'll wait until I watch the game, but they definitely did, to be fair. Even on the ball, I thought they were properly composed.
Good,
as well.
What do you think Celtic need after last night watching it?
See, the thing is, but that's what I was going to say. You don't actually really know.
You need to wait and see
what shape they're going to play. If
you didn't know who's going to be there as well. It's hard because, like, if you lose Engels, you need to replace Engels right away. If you lose Alistair Johnson, you have to replace him right away.
Are Celtic waiting though for Engels to go to bring somebody in, or should they just?
That's how it looks to me.
Or should they just go out and get somebody when you've got these qualifiers coming up?
They'll be sitting there knowing that if somebody comes in, they'll be going for somebody, and they've got somebody. They'll have loads of working in the pipeline. It's it's not exactly easy just to go, no, what, he's definitely going. You can bank on Arnie going for 25 million.
See, with these qualifiers though, Broony, coming up, should you have these guys in the door though?
If you go and spend an extra 20 million quid on our 2 players, and then you've got Arnie Engels that stays, and Alistair Johnstone that stays, and then they're fighting for the same position.
Aye.
It becomes like it's hard to keep everybody happy
And your wage
in a
bill.
dressing room, and the wage bill goes for the
Johnston away
Johnston's
would be a
massive
huge
miss
goal,
sign,
wasn't it?
isn't he?
How good was he?
Massive,
How good's he
brilliant.
since he's
He's
came back?
brilliant.
But
He-
see what's killed him is going to the World Cup and doing so well
Aye.
in the World Cup. No, killed him, but obviously his profiles went
Celtic,
high.
aye.
Celtic's obviously way, but last season I thought he was brilliant. He's been a huge miss. You can leave him 1v1. Good defender, gets forward, get great legs going forward. He's a leader as well. He's got a great personality. You can see in the media when he's talking to people and that. He speaks really well, really open. So like, it'd be a hard one to lose as well. Engels, I don't know what his personality is like.
I think Engels you can replace. I'm not sure if you can replace an Alistair Johnson right
I
back
think
with
it's
the money
hard.
that you've got to spend.
I actually think he goes, and I think he does really well in the Premier League.
So do I.
I can see him doing really well, haven't I?
They do well.
Arojo talking about Bournemouth. I don't know. Like to kick people in that, but could he play?
I thought he was alright, to be fair.
He done all right, aye, but I don't think he's that level, Joe.
But I don't know if at that point as well, like, your opinion skewed, because like when Donovan and Ralston played, they were under a lot of criticism, weren't they? So when Araujo came in, I think the fans were like really happy with his early performances. But again, I think he'd be a decent signing, but I don't think he's Alistair Johnson. I think he's
don't know
I
if
think
you
he's
can
very
afford
good.
them. That's the biggest thing.
Like
It's
who?
like 9 million or something. I said.
Yeah.
Like who?
But can we just say before the podcast we done, we need to stop doing predictions that early.
I know.
Who cares? Fuck them.
No, but we said the predictions as in based on.
100%.
Innit, mate? We said that bit shouldn't have even been put in that podcast. We said
We said
take
Celtic
it out.
only spending any money, and they spent about fucking 18 million within 2 days of the podcast.
2 guys that scoring goals in the Champions League. So the predictions.
Can I say, I got a message saying, up you, Slaney, you predicted Rangers to win it. 1, I'm Si, and 2, I said Hearts would win it. So, put your fucking
called
phone
you
down,
Slaney.
put the
That
bottle of vodka down, and go to your bed.
That's because you're taking his handmade
wearing my
for his gear.
We go again at the end of the window.
End of the
100%.
window, but my predictions, Celtic are favourites now for me.
It's hard as well, see, because the World Cup's on. All the players that you're probably wanting to try and bring in, they're only just coming back now.
Aye.
So, like, see, to try and bring in top players, it's hard because they're still on holiday and they're going to their agent like, I'm not going anywhere now.
Who thinks a bigger loss for Celtic, Nygren or Engels?
Nygren.
So they are.
20 goals.
Hattai's miles better than Engels.
I love Hattai's.
Why did Hattai not play for Celtic?
But there's got to be a serious issue why he's not involved at all. There's got to be because his quality. He is such a quality
You
player.
seen him underneath Ange, he was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
He was.
Best.
What do you
He
think
was
that's
good
doing
under.
anyway? Why? Do you think it's an attitude thing?
Your dad stole his gum shield, that's what it is.
It's since then, innit? Since then, it's not
His
this.
dad's got his gum shield.
Aye,
No,
jeez.
it's not.
He has.
Signed it for him.
His technique, Hattai's brilliant.
Low centre of gravity, takes the ball, he's so good. I like him, to be fair. I think Celtic's midfield, see if they can keep them all together, I think it's unbelievable. Because you've got Bernardo there as well.
That guy's still, he's still kicking a ball.
He was there. He wasn't in the squad just there, was he?
He's part of the co-op, isn't he? He's went to Dumbarton.
That's strange with him, though, isn't it?
I like Bernardo.
He's a good player as
I
well.
think Bernardo's more of, see if you're going to play 4-2-3-1.
Two sixes.
2 6s. He's unbelievable. I don't think he can do the job on his own what Cal can do.
Yeah.
And nobody can do the job better than Cal anyway. So
He wouldn't mind me saying it now because you're not there, but I used to ask, I don't know if you're the same, I'm big for, I just ask questions all the time about players and teams. Stephen Welsh used to rave about Paulo Bernardo.
He wasn't the best in training, isn't he?
I said he's one of the best in training every day.
technically he looks a joke, to be fair.
How stressful were those early season qualifiers, Broony, given how important they are at the club?
Aye, because most of the teams we were playing were already halfway through their season, and we are 4.5, 5 weeks into it, and everyone thinks you should hit the ground running. It takes 4 or 5 proper games for everyone to get fitness in as well. And we had some really good ones. We had some really
What were the really bad ones? What the ones you think, oh fuck? When you're like, the game starts, you're thinking, oh no.
I'd say the one over in Gibraltar,
Lincoln
Was that at Red Imps?
honest to God.
It was an Astro, wasn't it? It was outside somebody's house.
Nah, mate, honestly, we came off this flight and we walked to the stadium.
By the airport.
Mate, it was there. We actually were like, that's tarmac, mate. And there was like bits missing it and all that, and you're like, what the fuck is it?
It's fucking
Were your
road
strips on?
training.
Did you have your strips on?
I was already, mate. But even the change rooms, mate, are worse than Sunday League and everything, right? And we've got there and we're like, what the hell? And we've had 20 days in Slovenia or Slovakia with Brendan, right? And we got battered. And it was like treble sessions every day. It was disgusting. And we had a choice to come back to Scotland before going over to Gibraltar. The gaffer pulled a couple of us in and was like, what do you think? I think we're maybe going to stay for another couple of days and just go direct there. And I was like, Like, aye, whatever you think. We went straight there and we got beaten and we were like, holy shit. But we knew coming back to Celtic
back
Park,
to Celtic Park.
What did he say after that game?
Not too much, to be fair, because he was like, I want you to implement everything that I've been telling you. Look, we tried to do it and he wasn't really sure probably what his best 11 was as well, because we chopped, we changed. I played left wing one game when I first came in, came back in, I was in the middle near Baton, was off the park and stuff like that. So he was still trying to find probably his starting 11 at that point. So like, it was hard at that point because we were thinking, oh my God, we could beat the Champions League and this is not a good start to them.
We played that team for Gibraltar in the qualifiers, right? So exactly what you're saying, you go to the airport, pitch right next to it, roasting hot Astro. But their captain were Astro trainers.
Love it.
Nah.
Astro trainers be like, can he get beat? See, in the first half,
It's Bride.
first half, we couldn't keep the ball.
What was good, hun?
No, they weren't good, but it was just one of them where it was like roasting hot,
35
pitch was
degrees.
sticky as anything. Just any like simple pass you made was bobbing all over the place. It was like 0-0 at half time, like, oh my God, the captain's got Astros on, it's 0-0.
We stayed in one of the worst hotels I've ever seen in Gibraltar, right? There was monkeys floating about everywhere. Right?
Who's that monkey?
Oh mate, there was monkeys floating about everywhere, right? We went up to go and have pre-match, right? And so we went and got my chicken, got my pasta, right? And I sat it, dry chicken, dry pasta with a bit of olive oil every time, right? I've cut into this chicken, mate, and it's like fucking raw. And I'm like, nah. So I've went back up again, got another bit, cut into it. Chris Davis has done the exact same 2-3 times, right? And he's absolutely lost his shit, mate, with the chef and everything, just started going, and I was like, I love this. All the food got taken away, mate. There was no pre-match before the game, nothing. I went down to Costa, got myself a Sani. And
What the Red Dims game?
mate, we were walking about with all the Celtic fans and I had my Celtic trackie on, like swaggering in going, where's Costa? I'm swearing it's round about here, it says on the maps.
Ham and
Doing
cheese,
this.
ham and cheese sandwich.
That's what I had.
All the time taking a bit of your ham and cheese. Half
Broony, it's mine, Jaws.
Halfers on that.
Mine, mate.
Broony, it's not on the sheet, but I want to ask you, Rodgers tells you a story, see when he first took over, did he phone you? Did you go to his house?
Aye, mate.
So you just sit, can you talk us through you just sit in your house one day, or does somebody say he's going to phone you, or how does it?
No, so I was away, where was I? I was doing in a theme park with the kids, doing in London. Mrs was pregnant, right, so couldn't fly at that point in time. So I was doing in London. This number's phoned us and I was like, nah, didn't answer.
Aye.
Any number, ever, if I didn't know it. If they want me, they'll leave a message, right, and they'll phone us back. So, no left a message. Then got a text saying, it's Brendan Rodgers, can you phone me back? And I had an idea Brendan was coming in because I got told for Peter that it was close. Right, so I still didn't believe it, right, because we had people like Charlie Mulgrew and other people, right, you ever mind that thing, Message X?
Aye.
Dangerous that, mate.
Very dangerous, right?
Dangerous, mate.
Very dangerous, right? So we used to use that, I don't know if you were there, Lenny on pre-season, and we used to send all the young ones up to Lenny's door all the time.
Aye.
Well, bought a red wine, saying, Gaffer, this is for you, told me to go and get in all that. So
So just so people know, you were able to send a young boy saying it was from Neil Lennon, can you bring up a bottle of wine?
it was unbelievable, mate. It was so good. We used to sit in reception, right? You just used to see the young lad coming. Gaffer's going, what the hell is this? Mate, we were all sitting downstairs howling.
That's outstanding.
So I'm sitting there in my head going, mate, somebody's got me on toast here. So I've phoned Ian and just went like, Ian, what's Brendan's number? And he's like, right, boom. And I was like, right, actually. So I phoned Brendan back. I was like, Gaffer, how are you? And he was like, yeah, Scott, look, how are you? And I was like, good. Yep. So I've ruptured my hammy just before playing Aberdeen the last game of the season. So I was out for 6-8 weeks at that point in time. Coming back into pre-season, I would be fine. And he's went, where about are you? And I was like, I'm doing it, wherever it was. He was like, that's 10 minutes from my house. Accuracy is anywhere in the world at that
And you've
point in time.
picked that.
And I've picked somewhere right next to his house. He went, what are you doing tonight? And usually, right,
So what? You've just got to say
usually, right, I'm usually quite quick. I could have went and says everything. I was like, no. And he's like, I'll pick you up in 2 hours. And I was like, I'm at the other side of this theme park. I've got to get all the way back. I need to turn up with a bottle of wine or that. I've not really thought about this process of when I've packed my clays. I'm going to go to Brendan Rodgers.
what you wearing?
What you wearing?
Mate, absolute terrible jeans
Mickey
and a
Mouse shirt.
shit t-shirt, mate. Right? And the gaffers just drove up to the hotel, right? And I've went to some wine place and went and got my bottle of red wine. And I thought, I better turn up. Good first impression here. went in, gave him the bottle, got in his car. I was like, Gaffer, and I can tell he's looking at me thinking, the fuck's he wearing? Right, go into your gaffer's house. You've just turned up like so casual with a t-shirt, and I've literally went. I've says like I need to go, so I've just taken off, mate. So from one side of the theme park, I've taken off and just started running all the way back. Right?
Yeah.
Quick bit of shower, changed into terrible gear, jumped in a taxi, went to wherever I was going to get wine. To come back to the hotel, just got there. He's came in. I've jumped out of a taxi, went into his cab, went to his house, and I was like, oh.
Nice house.
A lovely house, aye. Mrs. cooked us dinner and everything that, and then started chatting away through how he wants us to play, how he wants me to lead, what he tells me he wants me to install into the lads and stuff that, and his voice on the park and stuff that. So that was good to get the insight, and it showed me a lot of his training for what he'd done at Liverpool and Swansea, and how he built the team around individuals and what he wanted, and it was just class. And how hard we trained, how often we trained, just went through the roof because we had Ronnie in, and Ronnie was save your energy for the weekend in 65, 70 minutes. We were good, and then we just fell off a cliff because we had that high fat diet. And
that was like Iron Brew's pre-match and chips and all that. And full
honestly,
fat cream, wasn't it?
Griff was getting a full fry up every morning. He was in heaven, right? And I mean absolute heaven. Maybe fucker scored 40 goals, right?
Actually,
so you're sitting there going, right, come on. You
can't say it.
But then I picked Griff up before this, right? So Griff couldn't drive. Don't know how, right? Griff told us just couldn't drive at that point in time. So every morning I used to pick him up. So he used to get a taxi from one end of Edinburgh all the way to me, right? Which is a good 40 minutes in traffic. And I'd always be waiting on him. I'd be like, right, wee man, where are you? I'm here, but I'll be 2 minutes. And I'm time, always be early. Can he be late, right? Because I get frustrated in the car as well. So then I start to get angry. I'm like, wee man, get your arse here now. I know, I can hear he's like, that's £6.70, mate.
Get a break.
Where the fuck are you? He's came out, right? Two white bags, right? And I'm like, and a big massive 500 ml Lucozade. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm starving. I'm like, but we're going Lennoxton for brekkie. This was before, obviously, we were getting full fry up. And he's like, oh, no, I just need to eat. He came in with 2 egg and bacon and sausage and everything like that. And I was like, it's stinking my carrot. I was like, you all right? And you can see him going, do you want one? And I was like, no, and he went, thank fuck, I'm starving.
Did you do the 2 breakfasts?
Aye, mate, done that, and it was unbelievable. And training, I was like, mate, to be fair, the best finisher.
He was a joke.
Him, Deeks, like the two of them could finish, to be fair.
Was that your favourite time, Broony, at Celtic, that period under Rodgers?
I really, the first season I went and I really enjoyed, because like we've went and we've won the league and striking, and I knew nothing different. I was saying it yesterday. I went and we played Kilmarnock the first game, and like, I was at Hibs. Like, expectation levels were always like you should win the game, but if you didn't, you got a point, and if we can finish second, third, fourth, you've done well. We drew. Nazy was at Kilmarnock at the point in time. We drew 2-2 at Celtic Park, I think it was, and Strachan went off and won. Right, and I was sitting like up thinking I've done all right. I was like, played all right, I'm hanging, and he has lost his shit, and I was like, wow, you've seen Strachan.
There's a difference.
And nicest man in the world, right? But when he lost it, I was like, oh no, I've not really seen that side of a manager go that tonto. And he was like, expectation levels, this is what you expect. We'll be 2 points behind him already. This is what we're going to do. And it was like, lit. And I was like, all right, this is what it's all about. And for there, it's a quick learning curve as well, because I drove with Elvis every day, and Elvis was like, better get used to that. Just win games. I was like, all right. Yep.
See, Broony, see when you were ever at Celtic, so obviously there's a lot of chat about Celtic's recruitment now. Was there ever any point when you were captain that you got involved in that side, in the sense that like you were frustrated?
Should I sign somebody that's got great banter? I'd sign loads of Charlie Mulgrews and size. Team nights, it would have been unbelievable. Would have been absolutely terrible on the pitch.
But any point where like you felt like Celtic hadn't signed enough players or no good enough, and you were like, come on, we need to get stuff done?
Nah, you can't. Like, there was a point I can go to, I couldn't overstep it.
No.
And like we had Peter, you had Michael there, you had Dermot who done everything in the background, and like you got faith in them because they were bringing in good players year after year after year, and we always tried to strengthen them. Like there always was that point to try and get into the Champions League, and if you didn't get into Champions League, you've lost 25, 30, 35 million quid. So you've got to have that fine balance as well. Like we always wanted the squad as strong as you can, but I never wanted them to bring in our centre midfield.
Field in it.
I'd be always like that. And then they brought in Near Baton. And
Remember when Gwenmo came in? I could tell you because everyone
Big
thought he was
Land.
a really good player at first.
Honestly.
And you ran him in the bleep test, mate, and that was like...
I was like, no, that was my challenge though.
Would you make a point of that?
All the time. And to be fair, and like they come in and see if they're going to play in front of me, they're going to play in front of me, right? It's part and parcel. If the manager wants them to play, he'll play. But I was like, you know what, whatever he'll do, I'll do more. And if
so he's not playing, basically.
So I literally, he came in and he was fit as a fiddle as well, he could run. He gave the ball away, won it back, and I was thinking, that's my game, mate. I get away and win it back.
I'm the guy that gives it away and wins it back.
I'm that guy. You're not taking that from me. My pass percentage is 0, but winning it back's 100. So it was always in my head, and Beram Kyle came in as well. And I was like, no, you're not playing instead of me either. And I fought with him on the pitches, no as in what I'd fight with you, but as in I'd make sure I'd be like right up their arse, I'd be on top of them, I'd have more touches on them, I'd have more touch my move, I'd be talking everyone through it and make sure I pull everyone together, and then I'd be a good guy in the dressing room, I'd chat away to them and that, but then go back on the park and do the exact same. So
I love to have been like that. I couldn't have.
You're always like that.
No, it's mad that. I'd love to have been like that.
I just hated people. I couldn't stand sitting on the bench. That's why I left Celtic. At that point in time that I was 35 coming 36, and I was like, I'm not sitting on the bench. I was like, I played my whole career playing games, and I went, if I have to go down to the Championship or wherever it is, I'll go, but as long as I'm playing, I want to be part of a team that I can play in.
What signings came in straight away you thought, like, top?
Tom Rodgick.
Tom Rodgick, wow.
Came
It did take him a while, didn't it? It did take him a while.
Came in, we were in Marbella, mate, and we were in a January training camp, and this Australian guy came in that honestly was like 6'5". I was like, he's not going to be able to play. I was like, there's no chance, mate. His feet were an absolute joke. Like every day he was just like flicking ones in the car. I was like, who's this guy? Lenny was like, we don't know what we're signing him. He was like so good, straight from me. You knew that it was hard because you had to find out how he wanted to play. And Tom was a nightmare to play against. So like me being a centre midfielder and him being a 10, like every manager put me against him because he would literally just wait for me to do that and he'd pop to this side, and he was that smart. Like he didn't run like in behind, he didn't do that, but what he done was just pull off, get 2-3 yards, and his first touch, and it's a talent itself that he could
swivel in that.
Mate, he could turn so elegant and so soft and have a fantastic ball forward and stuff. That
he was strong as well, wasn't he?
Strong as an ox, mate. Honestly, he was just like bullied people, hold them in, and even he broke Bates's foot.
He's got the goal at Ibrox.
He's got size 13 feet, mate.
Is he?
The absolute flipper.
Scores with his left foot and the follow through like lands on David Bates' ankle, breaks his ankle.
Wow.
And he's still running away celebrating. Bates's on the floor, mate. And
what a goal that is to score in it. You broke the opposition's ankle and scored.
Scored that.
Double whammy, that. That's like a dream for me.
So you were obviously involved in the one of the biggest transfer sagas ever in Scottish football. You and Kevin Thompson both wanted by Rangers and Celtic. What led you to go to Celtic when obviously Tom was got to Rangers?
John, you won the sit-up competition, didn't you? John Collin, whoever wins goes to Celtic.
Heads. Broony, you're away, son. On you go. Tomo, on you go. No, it was like, so it was weird because how it first comes out. So the two of us were going to leave in January, right? And Rod Peter was like, the two of you are going to leave in January. And I was like, no, you say as we can. He went, but I'm saying now you can't. So we knew one was going to leave no matter what, right? And to be fair, it was actually quite open, and which, see, for a CEO, I was only 19, 20 at the time, and we used to go up to Rod and chat away to Rod, and it's hard to have that.
About what? About the club? And
just in general, Rod was like the nicest man in the world, right? But horrible to deal with for business. But about the club, spoke to everybody, had loads of time for the young lads coming through because Rod just seen pound signs, and he just thought, I'm going to make money out of him, couldn't care where they go and stuff that, which was brilliant because we made Hibs a good bit of money in 2 or 3 seasons going down the road. And then Tomo gets an offer for Rangers in the January, and it's accepted and stuff like that, and it's done and dusted. So Rod was like to me, end of season, pal, and you can go. It's no problem. He was like, we'll get something sorted before that, and he couldn't have been any nice about it. And I'm like, not the same kind of guy. I argued with my second contract, right, for £50. Then I told him I'd arm wrestle him for the 50 quid.
No.
Mate, I swear to God, he was sitting there, right, and Rod couldn't care, right, couldn't care. He'd be like that.
50 quid.
What do you want, Scott? I'd be like, I'm not signing it. And he was like, why? I was like, because you've offered everybody else more than that, but I'm not offering you that. I was like, but I'm not signing it. And he went, well done, and I'm sitting going, I don't know what to do here.
So you asked him arm wrestle?
So I was like, it's only 50 quid. And he was like, that's £200 a month.
Fuck's sake.
I know, but like everybody else is on it. But you wanted a flat and you're going to share with Kevin Thompson. There you go. I went, well, we'll not be able to afford the rent then. And he was like, get another flat. I was like, I'll arm wrestle you for 50 quid. And I could almost see, right, like a wee smirk in his tash, right? He had a better tash than yours, it was thick. And he had like a wee smirk, and eventually, right, I just left it and I went away, and then he's phoned us to go up one day, and he was like, right, you can sign for that £50 now. I was like, all right, perfect. So I've signed it, and he's went, I've saved myself £800. Like, how? And I was like, because that's how long we've been arguing. So I win.
So you saved 50 quid that.
That's good.
I was like, you're right.
No bad, that.
So then we've ended up going back and forwards. Tomo's left Rangers. I've then kind of knew I was going, right?
Was there ever a chance you going to Rangers, Broony? Is that ever spoke about?
So I had Middlesbrough at the time, Gareth Southgate. I didn't really get the vibe of Southgate was going to be kind of my manager. I had Reading at the point in time, but they were going to get relegated almost. And it probably suited my game, defend and kick and bring it along. Then I had Rangers at the bid accepted. So I goes to speak to Walter Coisty and David Murray. And like Coisty, I got him brilliantly with, because Scotland, I knew Walter for Scotland as well. And like they were always, when we were away with Scotland, you'll come to Rangers, you'll get to Rangers eventually and stuff like that. You'll come to the big team and stuff. So I was like, oh, aye. Like, fine. Like, Tommy was there, and Tommy would obviously be doing the opposite. Come to the good guys, come here, I'll look after you and stuff. So you're chatting away and hanging. So then Rod phone's going, right, look, bid's been accepted, you need to go and speak to them. They've told you to go and things. So I went and met Coisty and went and met Walter and David. So met them in Glasgow Site Hill car park.
You met them in a car park in Site Hill?
Hell, man.
They wouldn't be fucking with the Celtic, would they?
Really nice car park though. They were that embarrassed, right? They made it about 9 o'clock at night, so it was pitch black, so they'd seen it.
You were dogging Wally McCoy. Just tell the truth.
Me and Coisty would have had a good night, but what a night that would have been. So then 2-3 days have gone by, right, and I'm kind of sitting there and I'm going, I've not told any of my family that I've been through to go and meet Rangers and that I've had the bid for Middlesbrough and stuff like that, so nobody knows at this point.
Why did you not tell them?
I didn't really tell anybody anything, if I'm honest. I kind of like to keep myself to myself, and once it comes out, then that's there. So 2-3 days later, like, get the phone call, Peter's put the bid in, we've accepted the bid, you've got to go and speak to them. So Gordon phones us, right son, can you come and meet us? Like, aye, no worries. So he's like, right, I'll send you all the stuff. So he sent me a ticket to London. So put us in a hotel, London, went and met at Dermot's house, and I want to say it's Knightsbridge or something. And I was like, oh,
Fucking
Better than not-
Site Hill car park.
Better than not.
I was like, see that 8-storey flat at Site Hill? Dermot had that in London.
Was he says better than Rodgers?
It's different because you can see how tight they are and stuff like that, and it was like a total different house, and I've walked in and I went, oh shit. Like, see when you're out of your league, I turned up with a pair of Puma trainers and tracky, and it was like, I knew I've made it. So I've walked in and I'm like, aye. The guy's like, can I take your coat? And I'm like, no, you can't, because I'm taking a few things for this house, I think. So I've walked in and I've like sat and I've started going, fuck me, and you can see Gordon's going, aye son, nice house, eh? I'm like, aye. He went, should me and you just go through there and have a chat? And I'm like, probably for the best. So my agent and that just went and had a chat, sorted it all out, and then I was like, right, cool. So I went back up the road. I was like, Kasper, I'll get back to you in the next few days and stuff like that. And he was like, the bid for Rangers accepted. I was like, aye. And he was like, all right. I was like, how? And he was like, no, just asking. And he kind of left, and I'm like, what are you asking that for? How do you know? Like, oh, here we go, this could end in car crash. So I've had to phone Walter. Right, so I've thought I need to do it instead of getting my.
But why did you pick Celtic? Can I ask? Was it because of this?
I felt like Tommy, Peter, and Gordon, I had wanted me more, where I felt like Rangers were like you'll play alongside Barry Ferguson. And I was like, I'll play instead of Barry Ferguson, mate. I'm not going to lie. And if I have to kick Barry Ferguson every day, I'll play instead of him. And Gordon was like, look, we're going to build the team around yourself, Aidan, Stephen McManus, Gary Caldwell, and try and pull that.
You should have just stopped at Aidan, shouldn't you?
Naka. Naka was leaving. So it was a no-brainer.
You phoned Walter.
Oh, fuck.
That's no easy.
Where do you even go? Do you just go and sit in a room in your house? And I couldn't even imagine typing.
Back to the car park, say how.
Rocking back and forward, going, oh shit. I've had to phone him, so I thought, right, I'm gonna do it.
Do you think he thinks you're phoning to say you're coming?
Aye.
Oh no.
Because Coisty's texting me, right? Coisty's texting me back for going, no, wee man, like, we know it's going to be good. Look, fucking, I'll join in 5-0s and show you how to finish, and you just do my running for me and stuff like that, right? Having bits and that. And I'm like, yeah, pal, good. So I've picked up the phone. I was like, Walter, and he's gone, Broony, how are you? And he could tell with my tone. I was like, I am. Like, and usually I'm like, I'm good, what's happening? I was like, so, look, I'm not going to come. And he just went off in one. And see, if I had loudspeaker on my Nokia back then that I could put on loudspeaker, I'd have just left it and walked away and came back in half an hour, and I think he'd have still been going off in one.
Aye.
I know he was like, you better not be going over that road. You better know. I'll make sure we've got Barry Ferguson, Tomo, everybody else coming for you every game. I was like, all right. Well, all the best for the season, pal, right? And I'll see you soon. Cheers. And I just fucking quickly hung up, mate. I swear. For the first couple of weeks, first couple of games, didn't look in my direction whatsoever.
Wow.
And I was like, I knew what he was like at Scotland, and he's got this huge aura, and like you're Lenny, right?
Aye.
I was petrified of Walter after that, because I thought he's going to have me at one point. And we went down to Cheltenham races, and Alex Ferguson's horse was running, and we've all bet Fergie's horse at that point in time. So we've ended up, I think it was me and somebody else ended up going for a wander and watching the race, and a couple of them stayed up in the box. I've bumped into Walter, like literally. So bumped into...
That's kid on, you don't see him in it.
Yeah.
That's you walking around Lenny's motors.
Mate, I couldn't even though. It was that bad. So I was talking to Fergie, and I was like, oh, so what horse? And then he was giving me a couple of tips, and I just went, and Walter's standing going, all right. And I was lost for words. I was like, Walter? And he was going, you're all right now, I can deal with you, right? So what you bet, pal? And I was like,
Class, what a guy.
I was like, oh wow. I was like panicking. My whole face was like, oh no, I'm going to get this here. And it was actually all right after that.
And then was Strachan buzzing you signed? Obviously, you phoned him to say you're signing.
He says, I tried to get your pal, Tomo, but look, I've got you, so.
What a hero.
1 out of 2 is no bad, son.
Did you and Tomo's relationship, did you feel that had to change?
No, like
Nah, it was fine, just keep...
the amount of times that I ended up dropping Tomo at Ibrox, Murray Park. Tomo and that dropped me up at Lennoxton if they didn't have cars and stuff. That would just
Did that?
back, but we'd still be going to play golf and go play pool and stuff.
Did any fans ever say anything to you?
Aye, quite a lot. But it was
Well, like, what are you hanging about with them for?
I headbutted Kyle Lafferty in a Rangers Celtic game. I tried, but he was too tall for us right now. Just got my head to him.
He did his cock.
And I got sent off, and I was spewing, right. I was raging in the dressing room as well after it for getting sent off. And we're going away with Scotland, and I've jumped in the bus to go to Ibrox with all the Celtic lads, and afterwards Tomo and Whits was going away to Scotland as well, so I was like usually going, I'll just jump in your motor with yous and stuff like that. So I've ended up after the game walking up that road at Ibrox, and Whits and Tomo's cars up on the left hand side. I was getting absolute pelters. So were they though. they were getting battered and bruised. What you walking about with that guy on that? Because I had my trackie on, like full Celtic trackie, swaggering and jumping in their car, and they're like, you can't be hanging about with Broon. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
There was a few other things says as well, but I can't really say that. And I'm walking and going, all right, yep, I'm just going to take this on the chin. And Wits and Tom were like, you're probably fucking right, mate. Aye.
Brilliant, man.
So,
See, you the managers, Broony, Stratton, Lennon, Rodgers, who do you think got the best out of you in the division, and then who got the most out of the team?
I learned a lot from Gordon to start with, because Gordon signed me probably as a box-to-box midfielder, and I had that much energy that I ended up just sprinting about everywhere, and he used to pull his hair out of me. And there was a point of time we'd done 11v11, right, and they put cones out in the park, and he just went to me, you do not run outside of these cones, you're in there. And I swear it must have lasted about 5 minutes, and I was away pressing nails at left back and smashed nails, won the ball, right, and he's went Tonto again. I fucking told you. I turned around and said, it's one of those ones you're like,
10 yards outside the cone here.
I've just lost bearings of where I am, but he started to get you to have an understanding of how to play, when to play, like who pressed and stuff. That's when, like, I had Tony Mowbray and I had Bobby and that at Hibs, but I learned so much for Gordon being in that era, and especially being a midfielder and him being a midfielder as well, and how to stick into that position. And even in my first Champions League game, I started centre midfield, and Paul Hartley started on the right, and within 10 minutes he was like, you just go out there because you're going out there anyway. And Zico was in there, but I learned a lot through him. Then look, Lenny comes in, and Lenny I probably learned personality and how to control people and how to deal with like leadership and responsibility. And Lenny's team talks were unbelievable. He got everyone.
What was your favourite one?
Nah, there was one when he's volleyed Sannies, and a prawn Sannies just went flying past Jamesy Forrest and hit him straight on the head and fell down.
Charlie told that,
You're just sitting there, and I'm on the other side for Jamesy at this point in time, right, and I'm dying on laughing, right, and I'm thinking, we've won the game, but Lenny's like, he's a played shite, I fucking can't stand this. This is what it is. The standards are there, we're hanging it. And I swear down it just comes, and Jamesy can see it, and he's like, Jamesy's too scared to move. It just hits him in the head, and James's sitting there like, the gaffer's in the middle, and I'm like, he turns around. Then I think he quickly realised as well, and he's just kind of walked out as well. But
who was the midfielders at Celtic when you first signed?
Was it no Hartley, Robson?
No, Robbo came in January.
Snowy, no, that was there, wasn't it? Van der Snow. Was Petrov there, Broony, wasn't it?
No,
He just left.
Stan just left. So Lenny and Stan just left, and I was the replacement, and so was Donati. So it was me and Donati in the middle of the park together. Donati was good.
Donati was good.
Did you ever see in the early stages, when the first few months at Celtic, do you ever have any doubts that you were good enough to play at Celtic?
Nah, I always backed
yourself.
Like, see if there was somebody there, I'd watch them and try and learn what. Like, I maybe wasn't as technical as what Donati and other people were, but you'd get more out of me than what you'd get out of Donati or somebody else, and that's what was always in the back of my head.
What about, because you did say, like, I think early on, like you say, you would give the ball away quite a lot, but you would so good at getting it back, and then you would go and get it again. You're really brave after that. Like, how did you get that mentality? That something for a kid, or something you got within yourself?
It was Gordon more than anyone. Gordon was like, if you can't get on the ball and play and keep it for 2-3 passes, you'll no play. So he was like, if you're no showing, you're no playing. So every time anyone was getting the ball, mate, I swear I was just running about, just trying to show for the ball. And then he started to calm you down and show you how to play and hold in that position and when to go, and short, sharp movements. Like if I was playing against Andy, like read barges off Andy or go soft side Andy, come in. It was like, just cheat out and then come in late on, and it's wee pass. Can you go and break the lines? Then you've got the legs to pull somebody in to then go again. So if I was trying to play a 1-2, I'd always try and make sure that I'm playing it and I'm bursting to go the other side.
And was so that was Nakamura and McGeady, the wingers of that?
2 wingers, yeah.
They were brilliant, man.
Who's, by the way, if you had to pick one of the two? That's hard.
I'd pick Eden because you did 20 missed calls to him if you picked Nakamura. Nakamura will give a fuck. He'll not hear it.
I swear, like Naka didn't speak to anybody. Like no spoke to anyone.
His technique, man.
Nah, brilliant.
He had a wee interpreter. Maka.
Goals,
Right, so it was Naka and Maka, right? So Naka would hit free kicks. Maka would try and save them, but let them in right when they're going on, run and get the ball when it went over the bar, right? Throw it back. So you had to talk to Maka to talk to Naka, for Naka to talk to Maka to come back to you, right? And I got bored at this point, right? So I gave up eventually. So about 10 years goes on. Naka comes back to Celtic Park And everyone's like, oh, Naka's back. And I was like, he's not going to fucking speak to anybody. So I was suspended. I went in and he was like, oh, Scotty, how are you? I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? He was like, I just didn't want to speak to the media. I was like, fuck me. I was like, that's brilliant. And he was like, I was like, how's Naka? He was like, okay.
He was
Tell you
so
what, I want
good,
you to
mate.
pick.
He was a genius, mate.
Who are they
Naka.
two?
Aye.
That's true.
They're too different though.
It's more Aidan and James. Yeah, I think they go at people that direct. I think that's more of a comparison you would go with.
I'd say they're
Because they're
different as well,
different.
because Aidan had so many tricks.
Yeah.
Like, both feet were unbelievable.
He was a joke.
James is just direct, and he's like, James's arse when it moves, his body moves, and he can sell people so well because he's so sharp.
I'll never say by Aidan, because Aidan's always been like my fucking, when we were younger, Aidan was like, oh my God. This
Aidan was a poster boy for all the young kids coming through as well.
We had
All the Aidan tricks and the McGeady turn and all sorts and stuff like that. Aidan was brilliant. Like, I came in training, I couldn't understand what foot he was. And he'd be running.
People didn't realise how good he is with 2 feet, mate.
Nah, you'd be running it, and then he couldn't get through his head as well that other people weren't 2-footed. He'd be like, how can you know what the ball with your left foot? And I was like, mate, you see my fucking left foot. I was like, I can't hit the ball with my right foot, no matter fucking left.
He talks himself down as a player.
No, definitely.
Oh, I was a good runner.
No, yeah.
That's
What did you ever have a wee run with Aidan earlier? Because he is obviously so chirpy. You're quite chirpy.
I told Aidan I was going to break his leg as well, about a week before I signed for Celtic.
No
A week
way.
before?
Then I tried to headbutt Darren all day. Then see, going into the dressing room the first week, I swear I was like, going into a dressing room, you're sitting there going, I'm fucking hated in here. I should have probably signed for Rangers, because at least there's Tom and Whitty that would actually like me. I'm going in and going, Deeks is the only one that likes me here.
And you didn't want to speak to Deeks.
And Deeks is probably going, I know they didn't like you. But to be fair, like, see, fighting with Daz was brilliant as well, because he's got a screw loose as well. And I love people like that they go into the game, they've got so much passion to go and win it and stuff like that. And, like, so was Aidan as well. Aidan was brilliant, but he could flip as well.
Were you there at the time where Aidan and Boric had that fight? You've told
Boric
that,
is
right?
nuts though, isn't he? Boric, I was scared of Boric.
Aye.
He's a scary bastard,
He
Boric,
is.
mate.
He's
He did not
an
give a
unbelievable goalie, because he would come out and try and end everybody's career at the same time. But he was so brave. And like him and Lucas at the time, we had 2 Polish goalies, and the 2 of them were mental.
Crackpot.
We went for a team meal, and I sat next to Arthur and Lucas, right, and I'm like, I'm not going to understand a fucking word he's saying. They're not going to understand what I'm saying. And they just went, drink. And I was like, what's this? We only drink vodka. I thought, oh shit.
Straight vodka.
So I was like, nice. And he's going, burning my throat all the way down. Right? And I didn't drink vodka at best of times. I sat with him and I ended up having to chug a bottle of whatever vodka that we were drinking. I was Lady Gaga.
He's the only one I've seen have a half time at Celtic Park. It's going to the
George at Samaras.
Did Samaras as well?
Sammy
didn't he?
as
No.
well. 2 of them used to go up and put the wee
Yes,
head,
right.
put it up and over it and just go and have a quick. And they used to go into Sammy's room when we were in a hotel, and I swear, I don't know how they sold that room for the next 2 weeks. He must have smoked about 400.
Fucking snout.
Well, they two always at each other, Aidan and Arthur.
Arthur refused to save his shots in training. So if Aidan shot and it was next to him, he just let it in. And Aidan would be like, nah, come on.
He used to do that with me as well, but he didn't have to dive.
That's amazing.
Everyone else might be like that. And then
Because you know that's just annoying him even better. That is brilliant.
So good to watch.
What would Aidan say?
He'd go mad at him, like, come on, I fucked. And
Arthur just standing there.
amazing.
Right, Broony, funniest teammates there the years at Celtic. Charlie's got to be the one, isn't he?
Charlie's by far 0 boundaries as well.
He's a genius, mate.
I got on so well with Charlie because he flipped as well on the pitch as well. Charlie was like strong personality in the park, always wanted to win. Like, what a wonder left foot he had as well. But then, see off the park, the 2 years that
Who would get it, Broony? Security guards, Churchy,
mate, anybody,
Ian Jamieson?
mate, everybody, all the players and everything.
Physios, I remember that. I remember.
Amount of time we tied Daz O'Day up on a seat, mate. An actual, it was like the dentist chair. So he's like sat there, his legs are tied in, right, and we started to push him down the hill at Lennoxton.
Down the hill?
No, where you've got the gate.
Yeah.
And we were walking out, and Gordon's just walked out and he was like, I'm just going to kid on, I've not seen this. And just like walked back in. He was like, there's no HR here. And he's like, Daz has got his head zipped back to this thing, his arms, so Daz can't move. and we're rallying him down the front. You're thinking, oh no, what are we doing? Lucky I've grown up though.
What was your favourite thing Charlie done? Everyone tells on the security guard, the new guy said somebody was stealing a motor and it was Charlie.
Mate, amount of times that you used to just go and steal everyone's motor. Charlie had the security guys on toast. He used to go down and tell them things, and they were running around the building looking for people, and Charlie was like in messing about his computer, doing things, taking people's cars, putting them, the car park at the top of Lennox to drive away up to the top. Honestly, some of the stuff it used to do, change somebody's car in the goalposts.
What?
At Lennox and see on the Astro. Put the goalposts together and changed the thing and put the car in the middle. It was one of the young lads that were pissing us off at the point in time, like giving it like big guns, coming into training and stuff like that. So I was like, doing you some. Chained the posts, both up, put his car in, and I just drove off.
Brilliant.
Would you be quite hard with the younger ones at Celtic? You said with people with you when you were going there with standards and whatnot.
I couldn't get, like, I'm with Si, I can't get through my head how you think you can come into a professional environment and kind of run. Or choose not to run. And we Dembele, right, what a talent. Couldn't run, couldn't tackle. Was literally...
But is that because he's been allowed to do that?
He was a man dude.
Through all the years, that's no coaching.
But then you come up to the first team and I tell him that and he's like it's like a shock to his system. I'm like, wee man, I'm 34 at the time. There's my stats, there's yours, you're 4K underneath me in an hour and a half session. Right, that's embarrassing. But I scored a goal. I couldn't give a fuck if he scored a goal or not. And that's why he ends up. He'll have a good career somewhere and do things, but he'll only play at Celtic because he can't do that intent to press and get after teams.
Does that come from within you though, or as you say, coaches through the
I'm
years?
a lazy bastard until somebody says to me, you better start fucking running, you'll be him.
But you're fit as a fiddle.
Exactly. No, it comes from coaches, mate. The culture that's set for under 12s.
As an individual, mate, as a young player,
he had a big
surely
profile around him by the time he was 13,
That's
14,
right,
15.
I watched him, see, you've said, Broony, I used to watch him play for under 13s, no running, and a coach would stand and no say a word to him.
Yeah, that's a problem. The coaches have to go and tell him, this is what you want. If you want to get in the first team, there's your stats, this is what you've got to do. That's what Brendan was very good at.
See, on Brendan, because you mentioned Stratton and Lennon going mad and pulling people up after games, did Rodgers have that side and was it always calm?
So he never went mad, but he lost it a couple of times, but not as in Tonto.
Nah, ball and shit.
He was like, he went personal to Stu Armstrong one day.
Or what?
So it was me and Cal in the middle of the park and Stu playing as a 10. Stu always had to jump to the centre half, and I think he's maybe jumped a couple of times, so at half time Brendan came in and went, told you. He didn't go and press the centre half and no play again. So he's to jump. Me or Cal jumps up to the pivot, and then one of us has jumped and Stu's no went. So I just says to Stu, just go. And he's like, but if it's no on it, can I do it? So 65 minutes, boom, off after the game. Told you, he didn't press. He wasn't in the squad for the next 2 months.
Wow.
That probably hurt more than
getting screamed at.
Getting screamed at, being personal, doing anything, then being back on the park 2 weeks later. Due for them just went boom and just went strength to strength for there.
Wow.
That's wild, isn't it?
So there's different ways.
I know you could run like fuck. I know, see if a manager tells you to do that, you're just doing it every time.
Aye.
Honestly, see for there, the gaffer went, go and sprint up that hill, Broony. I'd have been that. I'm a wee mate. I didn't want to play for the next 2 months, so he had that aura about him, which was brilliant. But also, see the tactical side. He was unbelievable.
So see how you said you had Stratton, who you thought was quite good tactically. How come Rodgers was a level above?
It's 15 years later. As in football moves on, Pep comes in, you can go in the box to help to build and stuff like that. So everything kind of changed football momentum, the way, the style we play, possession-based football. We had 2 big strikers underneath Gordon. I had Knack and Aiden who whipped balls in, Lee Naylor and Mark Wilson as well. And they would whip balls in, we'd score. The amount of headers that we probably scored those seasons were ridiculous. Now Brendan comes in, you've no got that 2 strikers up top, 2 wingers that are just going to put it in. We had Scotty Sinclair who had pace to run in behind, good dribbler James and wee Paddy Roberts. So everything changed with full-backs going high, wingers in pockets, me dropping in. I was the furthest guy back the park.
And I back
Your game changed, didn't it, under Rodgers?
He realised I was shit going forward. So see, the further that you can go back and cause me less hassle, the better it'll be. So I used to drop back in, and it was perfect because we had Azure Azure started as a 10 when he first came into us.
Remember him at Killie?
Honestly, he came in as a number 10 and I was like, this guy is no ever going to be a football player, and then went into a centre half and I was like, he's unbelievable. So
how does Rodgers help you in that role, Broony? Is it coaching every day? Does he show you videos? Is it analysis? Is that the first thing you do all that?
in his office, watching my individual clips, and then
Just you and him?
just me and him, and then tactically going in the room, all of us, when you move, timing your movement, who moves first, who sets it, and 9 times out of 10 it had to be me that sets the whole thing, because if the centre halves are taking it, I've either got to drop, pull over, Cal drops under, winger pops in, Willow's high, whoever's high and stuff like that. So everything had a pattern, a time and a movement, but the gaffer was huge on press. Like, our press just went through the roof when he came in, and if you couldn't run, you couldn't tackle, you couldn't press, you couldn't play. And like, you've seen people come out in the press saying his training was too hard. It wasn't too hard. It was just
didn't want to do it.
that. And
Why doesn't everyone train like that, Broony? This is what we always talk about this in Scotland. Why is everyone not training like that intensity, that?
people are scared that they get injured. There's a lot in sports science as well now.
And between listen to sports science, Broony?
Brendan was a sports science, but he'd take in a little bit, but he'd be like, yeah, good. The lads will be fit. We'll go. And to be fair, Lenny was the same. Sports science would come in and he'd be like, no, there's a time and a place for you. You do the warm-up, you do this. I'll decide when they've had enough.
Do you think that type of training probably suited you the most out of all of them as well?
Lenny's as well, because it was like going fight, going
Hit people.
scratch, you set the tone early doors, and it was through me, and then Brendan was like tactically how you get on the ball, how you play, and that we done so many runs, as in 4-minute runs and sprints, and we had to hit a certain distance every day in training, and he would be like, no, we go again until you hit, keep going. And
Who's this Rodgers? Sorry, Broony.
so like pre-season we done fartlek training, and he just kept like blowing a whistle, going, blowing a whistle, go. It was like 4 minutes and you had to hit it. It was like 800 high intensity, and me, Scotty Sinclair, Johnny Hayes just used to sprint and race each other, and he kind of drove those standards from me to Scotty to Johnny, and he knew that if one went, everybody else would go, and it becomes installed in you as well. And like, running was my thing, and I was like, I'm not getting beat for Johnny, I'm not getting beat for Scotty, and like, the two of them were rapid, so it was me catching up to them all the time, which was good. But then you can feel yourself getting fitter, stronger, and you can last games. You're going 90 minutes and we're still sprinting, getting after the ball, and that's due to how
It's mad, because when you speak to these possession-based managers that really believe in that, still their number one priority is running. Jens was the same when we interviewed him. It's like, the structure's brilliant, movements, how you receive the ball, but you need, number one's a run. You need to be able to run.
We'll get obviously on all the games later, but when I was watching Hibs Motherwell, it was a thing I took away from Motherwell again as well. Like, any time that Hibs beat their press, it's how quickly they all run back, sprinting back.
Get back into shape as quick as you can.
But just a wee bit on the Champions League.
Well, I'm going to actually ask, because I'm obsessed with this here, right? This is mad. This favourite Champions League game for you, and why I'm obsessed with it, Si, is how much of how sort of poor your teams do in Europe now. As in back then, you beat Man United, you beat AC Milan, you beat Barcelona, and people say like the quality difference financially, but they teams were some of the best teams in the world at that time. How do you think you've done that then?
Celtic Park was just a hard place to come. We made it horrible as well, with Gordon, with Lenny, and we always had that belief that you could get some. Our away record was terrible, but like Milan, Dida getting punched. Scotty,
That was
Gary Caldwell hit the target for the edge of the box in the first place, right? And Scotty McDonald goes in and has a tap in as well, and like those scenes were unbelievable. See the atmosphere at Celtic Park and those, like, it was unbelievable.
It's mad how it's changed it though, isn't it?
Do you think that is a difference that you believed you do in the game? Or do you think Celtic can just going to European games at home, they believing they're going to win?
Maybe I
think there's a lot in the media that put them down, and I think it's hard for like the media batter them saying they're not good enough, they're not this, and like I think the Scottish media has to be more productive, and like we have to be more positive about the clubs, because we want everyone to get. You want Rangers to get through to the UEFA Cup, you want Motherwell to get into UEFA Cup conference, whatever it is, for coefficient. So there's more money coming in, because the more chance of Celtic or Rangers going into Champions League, the more money comes into Scotland, and it filters down all the way through. And then for the coefficient as well. So you want to see teams in that. You don't want to see us getting battered every time going into Europe.
See, when you see the draw though for everybody, like
it's horrible.
Hibs, Hearts and Motherwell's draw.
Hearts is disgusting.
think
Hibs have got the best chance.
Aye, they've got the best chance out of three, definitely. Aye.
Celtic's is hard.
I thought Hibs were actually alright.
Fucking never even heard the Lask.
Right, we're nearly finished here, but then we're going to come to all these games, Hibs and stuff like that. But just the last week, what is your favourite Champions League game?
Oh, that's a good question.
This question.
My question, but I didn't word it properly.
Say what's your favourite
What
colour?
is your favourite one? Aye.
How are we going to word it?
Do you want to ask me his favourite colour next as well?
Favourite? I'd probably be AC Milan at home.
Easy man.
Like Man United was good as well, but I'd say AC Milan because nobody really thought that we could actually beat them, and we just. I played up front that day. Me and Scott McDonald.
Back to the old day.
What year was that?
I played up front that day. Gordon was just like, just go and run and get after them. Fuck it, let's go. So we played 4-4-2. Me and Scott McDonald.
But then did you need to like get back onto Pirlo off the ball?
Aye, that was easy. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, brilliant story. Lenny, we were playing Juventus and Vic was flying at that point in time. Pirlo was about 34, and he was like, his legs have gone.
Charlie's.
And you can see like you weren't allowed in the box at that point in time, right? And Buffon's got the ball and he's like, and Pirlo's turning around looking at Vic, right? And I'm not gonna lie, Vic's standing 3 yards away from me, ready to go and munch me. I'm not sure I'm going to take the ball. But Pirlo's like, he's just like, his hips and zung a 60-yarder. And he comes in and he's like, well, legs have maybe got no gone, but his passing ability's got even better. He's just dictated it all. He's like, we'll just set off there in the second half.
But it's you, all the midfielders that you came up against in the Champions League, like Pirlo, Scholes, Iniesta. Was Iniesta the best one?
Aye. Iniesta's first touch faced you up and ran it. And he was built like the side of a fiver. And he would go both ways and he was direct, he was sharp, and he was like a step ahead as well. So the ball's already going into him, whoever it's Suarez, whoever it was, and he's already that third man movement. It's in his head. It's what they learn though, because I went over to Barcelona and you start to try and learn and see what they're doing. And you can see for young kids, they're all learning movements and that. And like there's a lot of coaches, like mums and dads at teams, and they didn't realise. So like Norway's put a lot of money into like youth coaches and trying to make them better. And now you can see the benefit as soon as they go into the international. You've got Haaland, you've got people like that are flying. So that's probably the way that Scotland have to kind of go.
Aye.
I'm not sure we would find the money for.
What about a favourite just Celtic moment? Not just Champions League.
Pint with Andy.
It was a good tune.
What one was it? Probably scoring at Ibrox. Joof.
Is that the Broony? What was the build up to that? He's arguing throughout the whole game.
He would be quite mouthy as well, I'd imagine.
He was given it a wee bit, and the Celtic fans hate him obviously because he spat on one of them when he was at Liverpool. So early, I had mine smashing him right in front of Cloyster and Walter, and they were giving me hell. Right, and I was buzzing.
Who, Walter and Cloyster?
Because it was right in front of the dugout, and I've put him right into them as well, and I was buzzing with myself. So he's kind of gave me one back as well, and then I've scored at Ibrox, and I was like, I got booked for standing still and just fucking put my hands up, but it couldn't have worked any better.
Is that one of them? Have you planned it before, or is it just you've turned on?
I've no planned fuck all. The only thing I planned was to smash Joof, and that was it. But I kind of got a shock as well that my left foot actually went in the back of the net.
Great goal, mate. Great goal.
I told Griggsy not to die for those ones. See if I hit it with my left peg, it's going in, Griggsy, don't worry. So I scored, and I've just like kind of got shot, and I was like, fuck you. And to be fair, the rest is kind of history for that.
And did you have a wee bit after it? Did they get the
a wee bit and stuff like that, and it was good though, and like he never really tried.
Yeah, Rangers games are brilliant when it was like that.
I know.
Changed now, mate, innit?
No, mate, I'm telling you, I think this year will be similar to that with Derek Martin O'Neill.
Could be back, aye.
I think there'll be a bit of needle beforehand and like the press, and I think they'll kind of try and
come for each other.
Come for it a wee bit.
I went to the game yesterday, the Celtic game, and see the referee, and it was actually more lenient, where like you're allowed to have a wee tackle, you're allowed to. No, everything's a booking.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the first time I've actually went to talked about a referee going, you know what, you're actually done a no bad job, but that's probably because of the World Cup new rule changes, which I think the game, because of VAR, everything's, you're 1 second off a tackle, it's a straight red. Went to reds and stuff like that, and you're going,
be fucked, man.
People are just jumping back up, and there's nothing wrong with me.
Just got how good was Tommy Burns?
Tam was class.
Best, isn't he?
Sees bantering about, he can still play as well.
Yeah.
He used to join in boxes and just still the best player at the club. Left foot, just play through there. Never go in the middle though. Never go in the middle. But he was still brilliant and round about the lads and the encouraging thing. But even when Gordon tells a great story when we're away to Barcelona and we're getting absolutely bopped, and Gordon is turning around going, Tam, what you thinking? He's going, I don't know. We're getting barred. Then Stracker's like, yep, we're getting barred. We'll just sit down. Just sit down and let you go and deal with it. And you're like, cheers, aye. So, but like small one-liners, see when everything's a wee bit serious and that, Tam taking a lot of, probably taking a lot of the heat off the players. We're having that little one-liner, a wee bit of banter in front of the gaffer and to try and calm the situation down. So you can see how like well as for obviously the fans and stuff like that, but the players as well.
Right, boys, Dundee United won, Rangers won. Derek McInnes' first competitive game as Rangers manager.
I enjoyed watching that.
No, you
Yeah, well,
didn't.
that's
No
a
one
bad
enjoyed
game,
watching
Broony.
that
I
first
did.
45 minutes.
No,
Let's
I
keep Dundee
enjoyed-
United on you.
I enjoyed watching that because Rangers didn't win. So I always enjoy when Rangers didn't
Are
win.
you still like that, Broony, at home?
Aye, horrible.
No.
But nah, to be fair, I thought Dundee United were alright.
First half.
They were
They were,
Aye.
they were
Played it well, didn't they?
yeah, they were really good getting after them. I thought Rangers would have started with two up front. I thought they would have went and just went right after Dundee United with Shanklin and
Chimino played.
Chimity as well.
What was the most disappointing, for your Rangers point of view, what was the most disappointing thing about the performance, especially first 45?
No creating enough chances.
Aye, no creating enough chances, but never. I didn't think at any point had control of the game at all.
It wasn't the 5 passes put together.
I thought it was a 50-50 game for probably 75% of the game. The other 25%, I thought Dundee United had control. So the first
so
15
direct.
minutes was so direct with both teams. And then I always think you would have played in so many games like that yourself. At one point,
Can't
you're expecting a Rangers or a Celtic midfield to get their foot in the ball and just calm the game down. But if anything, it was probably Dylan Tate for Dundee United. I thought Dylan Tate was really
I thought
good
he's
in
a
terms
good
of calming
signing.
the game down.
He done well with Falkirk last year. He'll do really well. It's a good signing for Jim.
Randall should score, shouldn't he?
Who?
Boy, Randall.
Mate, see, that's
he's got-
one of the ones, right? If I'm a manager, I'm going fucking mental.
Oh, you're like
But
that.
see,
Decision
think-
try and think.
It's not even going in anyway.
Nah,
I know,
it's
It's
pure-
going to be 3 yards. It is going to be 3 yards. He's got his foot in the ground almost. He might as well have just walked in after
The
that.
only time you're thinking a goalie is if you're running at full pace and the goalie's coming out and like it's almost like it looks if it's a 50-50. But he's like trying to think for like 6-7 yards away from him. It's like never
Were
on.
you surprised that Devlin started and
Dave
Nadiri?
Andy.
No,
was
Dave
surprised-
Mandy, I was surprised.
I was surprised at Devon.
Just as it too.
I mean, Rangers have got, don't know, 10 centre midfielders. They've signed 3 or 4 this window. I didn't think that Diamande and Devon would be the first centre midfield partnership to start the season. But Chimity, I agree with you, I couldn't believe Chimity didn't play.
Who did you expect to play? Neil?
I thought Daniel would play. I actually thought it seemed as if it was between him and Shanklin for the captaincy. So if that's the kind of debate, you think that obviously the two of them are almost first names in the team sheet almost.
What are you thinking, Shanklin captain?
I like it.
See, to be honest, I don't think there's another outstanding
Leader,
candidate that's there because you look at obviously the
Dale just went through who knows the league,
Aye.
understands it best.
he's Dell's previous captain. He knows the league. He knows Rangers. So I think he was probably the standout
think it's good,
candidate of them all.
I think you'll find out. I think Dale will know what kind of person he is in the dressing room. I didn't know what kind of person Shanklin is in the dressing room, so I didn't know if he controls it. I didn't know if he's a talker on the park, if he's motivator before the games and stuff. That you didn't know. So Dale knows better than what all we do. So he'll probably know who's the best player or best person to put in that situation. But that means Shanklin starts every game.
Do you expect Rangers to continue to play like that direct? Can I?
I think they'll bring in a couple of players. They need to bring.
And what will change with that? They'll get the wide players maybe a wee bit more.
They'll bring in more creative players. They need to bring in a 10, a couple of wingers because they've got no one that can really create that much.
That's Dell's style though, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you think it will change then, Andy? How do you know how they'll go as more direct if that is Dell's style?
But well, they never played with a single person on the right hand side.
They weren't that
the first
direct.
half,
Hearts-
they never had anyone
No,
on the
I
right
was
hand
going to
side.
say there was
Hearts-
times where they played
Hearts
the Shanklin's feet, wasn't there?
a lot of stuff as well. Hearts had 2 really, really good wingers that was running behind her, and Shanklin can drop deep. But Rangers have only got those 2 wingers that will always do that unselfish runs in behind.
But when the game gets to a point where a midfielder's got the foot in the ball under a Dell team, quite often it's hit the striker as quick as you can or hit the wingers as fast as you can. The Rangers on the right hand side played with no one. They played with 2 centre midfield, a 10 and a left winger, and Dujon Sterling was basically at the right hand side. So I think when they get, see,
Do you think the best Tavernier's
pace.
delivery?
100%, aye, 100%.
Would you have kept Tavernier?
Definitely.
I'd have kept him, and my
That's
honest
been 2
opinion is I
managers
wouldn't.
that tried to get rid of him.
Aye, I wouldn't have. If I'd have kept Tab, but he wouldn't be playing in the bigger games for me. With the games where you're defending more
Sterling.
than you're attacking, essentially, you would go for the Dujon Sterlings and the Celtic games.
Do you think he would have stayed for
But
that?
the Dundee United
I
game,
think he
Andy,
would have.
when you're
Look,
one each.
look now, you still not got anything.
think-
But Andy,
I don't know what that looks
Dundee
like.
United game when you're one each and you want to bring it right back on when you've got the ball.
I know,
bring
aye,
Tavernier
100%.
over
And there was a couple of scenarios where Dujon Sterling got it in the right hand side where James Tavernier's just putting the ball in the box. And it's turned, it's recycled.
Tavernier had
back
the
to
quality
centre
to do
mid.
that. He just, like every time we played against Rangers, played on him.
Well, we used to say with
Did
Maeda.
you really?
Every game.
In terms of what, like that, if you're
Just pull him out of position and he'll know sprint back into attack. He'll know have that defensive instinct, but he's a threat going that way. Like, he's a huge threat. You can see the amount of goals that he scored, not just for penalties, but whipping balls in, assists and stuff like that. He's a proper threat. Going
It was Maeda in particular, wasn't it, over the last kind of couple of years.
see what Brownie's saying about Tavernier. If Rangers still got that problem where defenders didn't really want to defend,
Well, I said that about Fernandez
Sterling.
and Sterling for the goal.
Sterling maybe is one. Yeah.
Fernandes and Sterling for the goal. The reaction to get
Jogging back,
into
isn't he?
shapes like wild.
Fernandes just chilled getting back there.
I think Derek, if he had options, I don't think he'd play him. I honestly don't. And no through the fact that he will only think he's a good player, but see, in terms of like, if you react like that to a goal, I think he'd just bring him out for the next game. It's almost like you can't be like that under me, because obviously Derek McInnes won't be like that. And see, being at the game, see the amount of times Derek McInnes would have his head in his hands if Fernandes, like, see the one he Cruyffed, tried to Cruyff the winger on the touchline, went out for a throw in. Derek McInnes went mental after that on the side.
Would John Souttar no more suit a Derek McInnes team? Like, you got the best out of Halkett and Finlay, who are similar types to John Souttar. Maybe not ask him to defend as high and be on the halfway line and have the space in behind him, but actually defend his box. Is John Souttar no better at that sort of defending?
I think John's
Fernandes?
good, to be fair. John's technically very, very
You
good.
get a wee
in the ball
chance
as
under
well.
Dell.
Breaks the lines and it'll maybe be defensive. Like size, Fernandes so much more dominant in the air and stuff like that, and probably Rangers lacking that a little bit throughout the whole team.
What do you think Rangers will need to improve, Si?
You can't play that direct. You just
Too much
kicking
in it.
balls up to two centre backs. The ball's just coming back to you all the time.
Aye.
I was actually surprised at the amount of second balls they lost as well with 4 centre midfielders in there. I thought that's the one thing they'd maybe do better with having the 4 in there.
Even when they landed on the second ball side, it was a hook.
Behind the
Like, there wasn't somebody that had a bit of
By the way, Ascar's looking good.
very good.
He was Rangers' best player by a mile.
Dale might get the best out of him.
What is As? So if they're going to play this sort of 4-4-2 position, where is Asgard's best position? Left wing.
Cutting on that right side.
And Dale done that a bit last year with Spittle, didn't he? Played him on the side, kind of had him like
Spittle was
roaming
good
a bit.
right at the end of last season as well.
Aye.
Kind of came in and gave them a wee bit of urgency as well, a wee bit of quality. But I think Asgard, he's the one that can create. So if you stop Asgard, I'm not sure there's got that much more quality to go and create.
Great to see Dundee United playing it for the back. A wee bit more
I was
than
almost-
season.
I
And
was
I
a
thought all their best opportunities actually came from playing it in the back.
Even a
See,
goal
Aberdeen
side.
consistently, yeah.
Even a goal comes through that composed play. I know I think Fernandes makes that wee mistake, but it's actually really good composed play. I think it starts with Ferry on the left hand side. He's a player, mate.
He was
That was
very
good,
good.
wasn't it?
Aye.
Well, fair.
I don't know if he'll be there though.
I'm not sure he'll be there either.
No, I don't
There's
think
a
so.
lot.
What would you take him as a wee backup left back to
100%.
backup, but to compete with Kieran Tierney at Celtic left back? You
He's good. I like him.
think good enough for you?
Quick, powerful. Likes to go by line. Can play left back. Can play left wing back. A wee bit higher up the park as well. So
I'm absolutely mad in having pace in your squad and all, and see Dundee United's front three, mate.
Quick.
They're all rapid.
No what running behind as
Aye,
well, mate, all the
all
time.
playing the last line, they play in behind. It gives you that option that, see when you're actually playing a few passes and attracting a press, and then you're just playing it to them
the
and
game's
behind.
changing. See if you're not an athlete and you've not got pace, it's so hard for you to be in a team now. You need to be able to do that side.
That's one thing about Rangers, no pace. No pace at the top end of the pitch at all. Chamiti is probably the one who obviously didn't play in the game.
Why do you think he didn't start?
I don't know. Because Nadiri never really started that much in the pre-season games, and Chamiti did, but
I thought they were going to go the two of them all the time.
aye.
Just go. But we'll see what happens the next game. A couple of games. Like, they're still gelling as well. Like, new manager, loads of new players coming in, so he'll still be trying to get
What is it he needs, Broony wingers?
My players.
wingers and creative. I think they're alright with strikers if they can get the service, but they need to be able to press more.
Isama.
Nah, I don't think he's good enough.
Nah.
I don't want to, do you know what, this season I don't want to come after players. I don't.
I don't think Kasama. I think he's
As a starter,
direct.
as a starter, I'm not sure.
No,
I
he's
think a good
an impact
player.
player.
Aye, impact
But
coming
the
on.
thing is, if you're missing that one on the right hand side that's got pace and quality, Kasama has.
Aye.
He maybe lack a bit of quality, but he has got that pace and power.
My
about-
only thing about Kasama that I give him a lot more leeway than others is I still think he's positive when he gets it. Now he might not play. He didn't play well against Dundee. I'm not saying that, but there's still occasions where he's getting the ball and he's driving at people. I'd much rather that than my winger getting the ball like Scott Olsen that we talked about last year and turning and passing the ball back to the fullback. Not what you're there today. So
See, just quick on the captaincy, what do you think of the decision of Shankland? There has been like wee things on Twitter that the players that were there already are not too happy that somebody's just came in the door and been given the captaincy.
but like honestly, I'd love to know who's not happy
Who
with
they
the
felt,
current crop that's there before.
Nobody will tell you.
Aye, but none
They're not
of
happy.
them are candidates to get it.
Suppose
So-
Ross McCausland was raging.
He wanted it, didn't he?
Ross McCausland.
So that's what I mean. Like Lawrence Shankland for me was the, and obviously I played with Shanks at Hearts and he's brilliant in the dressing room, brilliant trainer. He's got kind of what you're saying that you had with the both sides, that he's a joker, but when it's time to be serious, he's serious. And he was a captain under Dale last year in what was Hearts' most high pressurised season ever.
Very
know what I
vocal
mean?
on the pitch
So-
as well, remember?
Aye.
At Fair Park we heard him slaughtering, no slaughtering boys, but getting after boys as well.
Aye, so I think he was an outstanding candidate.
Subject to captaincy, Broony got made it. Was it mid-season, Broony?
Aye.
Midway through a season.
Nobody else wanted it.
How does it happen? How does it happen? Steve McManus left.
Mick left. All the Scottish lads left. Tony pulled everyone out, and I was the last Scottish person left. And he came up to me and went, I'll be captain. I go on then. And then he brought me on the first game at Kilmarnock as captain. I just got injured and was coming back, and Lee Naylor was coming off and we were 1-0 down, and it was Robbie Keane's first game. And he's went to me, "Like, you going on, son?" And I was like, "All right, perfect, no worries." Put me on left fucking back. Left back, and Aiden ahead of me. I was like, nah. So I've just slowly merged myself in the middle of the park. I'm like, I'm not playing now. And to be fair, we ended up getting beat the game, and at the end I was made captain. It was Louis before. So Louis was the captain for that game. I was announced club captain.
Any chance of Morgan fucking making a big deal at that?
No.
Does that?
It's better that way because
Think so?
I got chucked in quickly, and you learn on the way how to become captain. And like Mick was brilliant because Mick's the nicest guy in the world. He'll talk to you. He's got so much patience to talk away to people and that, where I've probably not got those patience to sit and go, "I hope you're all right. I hope you're doing really well." I'm like, fucking get up and fucking go. So we're two different. Then me and Callum are totally different as well. Cal technically a joke, where I was more like, I'll go and set the tone early doors, I'll get after people, I'll show who's boss, and I'll pull you all together and make sure everyone's on it. So there's no right.
But I think you've definitely rubbed off on Cal McGregor, because I remember him being a young boy.
He's got my stare now, by the way.
He does
He's standing.
He's on it, people. I've seen him doing that.
Come on.
He does that like you used to do. So you've obviously
I
heard.
think he said that. I think Cam McGregor's actually said that.
Do you not say he was quite quiet? Is he a young?
He was quite quiet as a young kid. I was quite surprised when you hear how vocal he is now.
He speaks really well now.
Yeah.
He is.
Do you think getting the captaincy changed you at all?
It probably calmed me down a little bit.
Is that what you were going to say?
Just a bit word, I'll go that side. Just a wee bit of a question.
Just a wee bit. Is he taking your questions? Did you want to read that? No,
That's
come
his
on.
favourite
Read
colour
it to the
again.
camera.
That's my second favourite colour.
That's my favourite colour.
I probably calmed me down a wee bit because I was like 180 mile an hour all the time. I was getting on people. I was having loads of banter, and I probably thought, right, you know what, new lads that are coming in probably didn't want to see me doing all these daft things every 2 seconds and probably get pissed off, if I'm honest. So you kind of got to rein it in a bit, but also know that you can have a bit of banter, but there's a serious point as well. So I think that probably reined it in.
What sort of stuff do you take on upon yourself when you become captain? Just show new boys about the city, and or do you know?
Nah, fuck that. I'm not showing them about Glasgow.
Because you hear people
I
say
stay in
that.
Edinburgh. That's a shift and a half. If you want to go, find it yourself, pal. You'll be alright.
Hill car park.
This is where I almost signed, but that's all I know of Glasgow.
But what sort of thing? Because people have said that about you, that you were very good with the guys that just signed.
As soon as they came in, I always tried to sit with them. See, because they're coming in at dinner and brekkie and stuff, I'd always go and try and sit and chat away to them, because it's hard. Because I found it hard going into Celtic, and I knew a couple of the lads, but you didn't want to overstep the mark that early and start like, just, you know what, I'll just be me. Where I tried to make sure that whoever came in could just be normal as much as they want. So I'd have a wee bit of banter, chat to them, I'd pull the other lads over that were kind of in those situations to sit down and to go with them. But then after that, I'd be like, you're on the part, mate, fucking do it. But you give them a wee bit of leeway when they first come in. Because we had a few lads that came in, and like Mikael Lustig came in, and I thought, who is this guy? Like,
In what way? Who's this guy?
He came in, he had a howler the first day.
So you thought he was hopeless?
But he had this long string of hair, he had tattoos dotted all
Chihuahua
over
he had as well, didn't he? Wee Chihuahua dog.
And I was like,
That's a worry.
who's this guy? And I spoke to him, and he was like quite chirpy, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to like him. Like, this is going to go tonto. And see, the more and more that he started training, I was like, what a player he is. And I kind of learned not to judge people in the first
Early.
2 or 3 days. And Gary Hooper was the same. We're away in Braga, and Gary Hooper came in to train, and he had an absolute, honestly, one of the worst training sessions I've ever seen anyone have. He was trying to control, it was hitting off him, it was bouncing away, and then 2 days later it's like, boom, stick, here we go. And he's unbelievable. So you give lads leeway, then you have a Mido Baldy who came in and was like that, and left and was even worse.
Remember Slaney Mind? Remember we spoke about Van Dijk's debut for Celtic? Mind?
Mate, it was away in...
Was it Kazakhstan or something?
I didn't play the best that day.
Aye, no.
He didn't
Did
play
all
the
right
next
though,
game.
didn't he?
He's done all right. But you can see, like, he had that bit of quality, but he hadn't played that much at the end of the season because he knew he was coming to us, and he's probably not as fit as what he should have been. And Lenny was after him to be fitter and sharper and to make sure he looked inch perfect for the end. He's just absolute Rolls Royce.
What other teammates you love over the years? Anyone else?
Loved him,
And it-
didn't you?
I love KTI.
Were you the first training session?
That was like You just done it to me, you fucking...
Favourite colour, ask.
Aye, the wee man was brilliant because he used to come in and just smash people as well, and he didn't really care who it was and whether he set the tone or he was him. And that's the best personality to have. Like, just go and be yourself in the park. And he came in, he melted somebody, got on the ball, drove forward and stuff like that. And, like, it was a breath of fresh air in the dressing room, if I'm honest, because he was kind of quite quiet, but had a wee bit of good banter about him and stuff like that. And like, I still speak to him now, and I think he's, like, yesterday was back to being the best I've ever seen him.
What a player he was for Celtic the first spell, wasn't he?
It's a joke.
Animal. Right, lads, on to Aberdeen and Hearts. How much of a blow is that for what's already been a bad couple of weeks for the new manager, Wouter?
It's not the best start, that.
But I do think
they were all right.
They're good. I can see what he's trying to do.
How did they win that game, Aberdeen?
I don't know how Aberdeen won that game. I was actually devastated when Aberdeen won the game, I'll be honest.
Came from nowhere, mate.
Nowhere.
And Hearts were, I agree with you.
Hearts were all right.
Good in spells, aye.
I think he's going to be good. Just need a bit of patience. It's just whether I get that patience for the Tynecastle crowd, isn't it?
Just a wee bit worried about them off the ball. I know Sturm Graz were obviously top opposition.
Wee bit worried about centre halves.
Aye.
That's no being there's a big
yeah.
Is it Fagan
Walcott?
Aye. I think he's all right. I don't know how sharp he is on the turn. That's the only one thing. But I think, to be fair, it's a decent enough sign.
Here's one for you, controversial. What do you think of the penalty? Finley's penalty? I'm not sure.
No, but
it's not red. No matter.
No,
it's not red because there is he is trying to get to the ball. He's not pulled him back. Whereas it's now a double whammy because that's him got a penalty and been sent off as well. So you can see why.
I know. And I don't know if it's because Olasanya did, to be fair to him,
you can see him, he's going to go and try and shoot and he's put off. I'm probably going to say it as a pen, but at the same time, it's never been a red card.
I'd let Olasanya shoot.
He's missing me.
Sure.
He's brilliant. He is good, but he's missing.
You can see his celebration when he got the penalty. He's like, oh yes, go on, Nizzy, you go.
But the Hearts manager's been criticised right for his style. But see if he's coming wants that style, is he no needs to do that right now?
I think so.
I think especially when they've lost the amount of players they've lost. And by the way,
Hearts have never won up there in 10 years.
That's what I was going to say. A bit of fucking realism of what's happened. They get beat off Sturm Graz in the Champions League. And then they've lost in a stadium they've not won in 10 years.
I know, but you have battered Robinson into his, so they should be beating him. That style v Robinson style.
But by the way, but that's what I was going to say.
He's been in there for 3 months. And I know in the long term that the Hearts manager win more games of football than Stephen Robinson, something like that.
Robbo's brought more of his own players in, where I think Hearts are still trying to get a couple more players to come in before the deadline.
How do you think Robinson will do it?
I think Hearts, Aberdeen will do all right this season. I think they'll be harder to beat. They'll defend well. You can see all the way through the Prem Sports Cup, they conceded hardly any goals. They only scored 2. That is the worrying thing. But I'm sure he'll be sitting there. He'll be working on that as well.
What is a good season for Aberdeen, Broony?
I think if Aberdeen get top 6 this year, it's a very good season for them because I don't think they're at that peak to go and challenge like Hibs and Hearts just yet.
They should be top 6 though now.
They should be with us. The kind of way they're recruiting and stuff like that, and the fan base is brilliant up there as well. I enjoyed my time up there. It's actually really good, but the expectation level is huge up there as well. So
actually, they think they'll finish top 6.
Should they know? But see Aberdeen with the size of the club. I know where they've been in the last few years hasn't been good, but should a club the size of Aberdeen, the money they spend, should they not be going? Well, we want to get 3rd place.
Should be going 4th, 3rd, 100%.
Yeah, they should be up in Europe every year after year. And like I fancy Dundee to do really well this season. Like watching Dundee.
That
was
a new favourite, isn't he?
The big elf.
Mate, top 6 for Aberdeen for me is not enough for Stephen Robinson, the budget that he's got. John McGlynn pissed 5th for Falkirk last year.
4th or 5th, I think. I think 4th or 5th if they finish that. I think it's acceptable. I'm not saying it's unbelievable, but I do think, because I think Hearts will be good. I think Motherwell will still be good, mate.
Yeah, I think Hibs will be.
I think will be good as well.
Look at what I know we always go back to, but Jens done in his first season at Motherwell. And they get 4th with a lot lesser budget than Stephen Robinson's got. I think with the size of the club there, with the finances.
Don't know what I just said.
I just think they've really got to go for. I've tried to get that colour manager in there. Sorry, to really be pushing for that 3rd spot.
I actually do like some of the signs Aberdeen have made. I've said that at the weekend. That we all loved the boy Yogan last year, didn't we? When he was at Dundee. Lewis Smith, I thought done really well. Connor Ronan's been excellent for under Stephen Robinson in the past. So I do like some of the signings. I'm more confident still of Hearts finishing above Aberdeen this season. And I know there's definitely things that Hearts need to improve on, but
it's just a lack of chances that a Stephen Robinson team's great.
Has he changed to a 4?
Aye, and to be fair, I think Kevin Nisbet last
done well
season,
this
I thought he was decent,
started
but
off really well.
it's the way he started this season,
Aye.
and he can be a
Get back in the
proper big
Scotland
player for
squad.
them. Aye, well,
Yeah. Keep scoring goals.
that's an area where we do need a bit more, don't we?
Are they the third biggest club and you've been up there, Broony? Would you say Aberdeen third with the European stuff that they've done and size of the club?
I think what they've done in the history books and stuff, that it'd be third biggest club is in that way. The support and stuff that is still good. They're still getting 18,000, 19,000 fans. Like Hibs will get that. Hearts will probably get a wee bit more than that as well now with the new stand as well. So like it's Hearts. I like Hearts' motto. I do. And like last year, it was good for Scottish football. Great that Celtic won it on the last day of the season, but it was good. I thought Dell done really, really well. The players that he brought in, never heard of any of them. And like Series C, wherever they come in and they're actually doing really well. So I think that system and how they find players has been very, very good. And if they can keep doing that, but it's going to be every season they're going to lose 5-6 players because they're getting them for quite cheap. You're not spending loads of money unless you offer them huge contracts. People are going to come in and just steal them. But if that's the way they're going to go, it's the best way to go. And Dundee's the same. Dundee's sold 3-4 players this year, made good money, and then they're having to bring in 6-7 players yet again this season to go and do it again. And Big Elva's done that really well.
Well, one club who I love how they run,
Never thought.
Motherwell.
Motherwell.
Get rid of a manager, bring another manager in it.
I'm
Got the exact same philosophy. Lose 4 players, bring 4 new players in. Nothing changes.
I'm on the other side here, and I totally agree with you. But for Hibs' point of view, that's not acceptable. Going into the first new Motherwell, this manager's looking really good, but they have lost all their best players. They've got 4 or 5 players injured. Hibs he's been there a couple of years now. That they should be performing a lot better than that. Again,
I thought Hibs the second half.
We're going to win spell when they get the penalty. The spell after that, I think
they've had about 10 chances compared to Motherwell having that one clear cut.
But I think
So you
the other
did,
chances came for the Motherwell goalie fucking running out to try and catch a Bonnie's 18-yard. But
Aye.
did he keep coming out for?
I think he looks good though, the Motherwell goalie.
He's
Has it only
super
seen
keen
the
to take the
highlights?
pressure off the two centre halves.
Aye, but plus he looks every bit as good, if not better, than what Wardy was with feet last year, which is obviously massive to how
joke
Motherwell
on the
going to
ball.
play.
You see on the Hibs thing, Broony, what do you see that at the start of this season? You think they're going to have a better season than last? Because I don't think finishing 5th again for David Gray would be enough in the manner that they finished 5th last year.
I think, to be fair, I think they'll push Hearts this year, and I think they'll go a wee bit further. I think the strikers that they brought in, they just need to hit the ground running. Bowie's a huge miss for them because he was a platform. Everything good was going through Bowie, but they replaced him. Go again. Boiler's still there, so I do think Hibs will be all right when they've got Bashiri coming back, Grant Handley coming back in there as well. I think defensively they've got a lot. I think they need one more creative player. Dave will probably want.
You saying enough that you think they're going to challenge Hearts for a strong
But
challenge?
see, my only thing I can't put my finger on with Hibs is like, I look at Hibs as individuals, right? So they're starting 11 yesterday, and then you add in Bashiri, Hanley, Jamie McGrath, who's arguably their best player. I think individually Hibs have got very good players.
Great.
But see, as a team, I just don't think they're a great team. I don't think they're a great team to watch. I think they're so predictable in how they play. Get the ball to the wider areas, try and put the ball into the box. Whereas I look at a Hearts, a Motherwell, as 2 clubs that can kind of mix up the way they play. They're a bit more adaptable.
Motherwell's
I don't know.
probably the best footballing club last year to watch.
But Broony, why? Why are Motherwell with the budget that they've got? Why are they the best?
They've got a
footballing
good
team?
manager at the
But
right
why don't other
time.
clubs go and get the good managers and do that? Why didn't I get?
It's hard to find somebody that good at that time because he's young.
But I think it's Motherwell look like they're going to find 2 in 2 year.
It's one game.
It's
in the
because Jens
season.
picked this one.
Against it, if I say you said, didn't he?
I think so. aye.
One game in, and it's still kind of flowing from Jens' philosophy and how they play and everything. The assistant manager's still there as well, so you kind of a lot of the lads are still there, so they'll integrate that into the style of play with the new ones coming in. It's whether they can hit the heights that they did under Jens compared to the can this season. One game, like they could have lost 2 or 3 goals as well, so they could have easily got beat that game at Easter Road, and then everyone's gone, oh, it's all because of Jens and stuff. That so didn't get too excited too early. I'd say with Motherwell, I think they're all right. I'm not sure they finish as high as what like Hearts. They'll not push Hearts as much as what they did last year.
I still worry about the top end of the pitch and centre half at this moment in time for Motherwell.
Yeah,
I do. They've not like Elijah Just, Callum Slattery, Elliot Watt going.
it's a lot to lose.
I mean, the only one they've replaced at the top end of the pitch is boy Willie Vogt, and he's probably the one at the signings I've not been as impressed with so far. And then centre halves, I know McGinn and Sods are both injured who'll come back, but at this moment in time. I think individually I don't think they're as good, but when the collective's that good, so kind of the opposite of what I'm saying to Hibs, I think you can obviously get away with it. But I still think they need a
got a
couple
good
players to be as
theme,
good as they
the
were
way they
last year.
play, they know each other's style.
How good's the second goal?
It's
quality.
It's so good.
You just knew he was passing it as well.
Aye,
You
brilliant.
And you know that every
I like
pass
Saeed,
and every movement has been worked on in training as well. You can tell. Everyone's, they know where the players are going to be.
Who's my favourite player in the league?
Saeed.
Saeed.
He's quality.
Honestly,
Mate,
I love watching him, man. And by the way, he is the worst player I've ever seen in front of goal. So like the fact he scored that goal, like I was shocked.
Was even the goal, he lets it run across him
Mate.
and he probably shouldn't have.
He's
But see,
slid tackled
he
it into the back of
tackles
it. Under no pressure.
See,
I love
he
that attitude.
everything else. See tight areas, close control, like using his body. Oh my God, mate, he's like
Great presser as well.
Aye,
He's a great presser.
Can run all day. Can run all day as well.
What a find that is.
And again, one player I'm really looking forward to seeing this year, because I think if he's not going to be good in this system, then he's going to struggle after this. Alex Lowry.
Has he got the other side of the game, Si?
Well, that's what a manager needs to bring to him, doesn't it?
But
needs to bring it himself.
Not the answer.
No, 100%. But you'll
It's a
not play
mentality
there if
thing,
he doesn't do it.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
I think he'll know this is almost his last chance to play at the level he wants to play at.
Yeah.
But like he says, he's absolutely suited down to the ground to how Motherwell play off the ball. But we spoke about how much Motherwell ask you off the ball.
Yeah.
Has he got
So,
that in his locker?
If he doesn't do it, he'll not play.
That's it.
He'll not play. And I
Like
I think it's a
said
good
that to
signing,
him.
to be fair.
Aye.
What about the first, the shock, obviously, first leg defeat, Kosovo side, Broony, and then losing to Motherwell on Saturday? Hibs fans, no concern, no pressure on David Gray just now?
No, one game into the season, like the home game, is part, we've all been there, going away from home, it's always horrible, and you've just got to make sure you keep yourself in the game no matter what and believe that you can win at home. Done that, they're in the next round. They've probably got the best tie throughout the whole Scotland, if I'm honest, so there's a good chance that like, if they go away from home a game, that they might not win that game, so but it's the home form that's hopefully going to kick them in. I hope Dave does well. Dave's a great guy as well, and what he's done for the club over the years is incredible, but hopefully they can go and push on for that third spot.
Is there pressure on him? Are you seeing
There's
it?
pressure on
I've
everybody.
seen a few things on Twitter.
Seems a bit mixed, isn't it?
Aye, but
But everyone's under pressure
I'm
on
not,
Twitter.
I'm not going to lie, any Tom, Dick and Harry can sit inside and go, oh, they're terrible. Oh, sack them. That's why you want it somebody sacked after a game. Like, why? It's pointless. You brought in players to go and put him in. It's 7-8 months doing the line. That I'm a big believer now that, see, if you bring a manager in, I'm with Arsene Wenger here, you should have this year that no matter what happens, you've brought this manager in, you have to stick with it, and he's there till that deadline. This is a window that
See on that, I think clubs would be a lot more, not careful, but
save
they'd
them a
go
lot
in more
of money
in
as well.
depth in who they're actually hiring, instead of just saying, like, you've been a club legend, go and we'll give you the job.
Well, you look at Dave to start with. Dave was minutes away probably for getting sacked at Hibs.
So he changed to that back
Then
three.
he
wasn't
changes to the back three, goes on an incredible, it's a club record run, and then still people are like, it's not good enough.
That's the thing. If you said about the 3-4 previous Hibs managers, we're going to bring somebody in, he's going to finish third, and then he's going to finish fifth, and it's going to be these points totals. Like every Hibs fan's taking that in it. But there is something when I watch
performance
Hibs.
levels,
Like,
though,
I always kind of associate Hibs with like really good football. That's kind of my thing, and I don't think they play really good football.
football,
So that's probably where the fans, because the fans have got that expectation that Hibs play good football. So that's probably where the murmurs come from more than the results and the actual position.
You won a cup with Hibs, mate.
Don't know how.
What was it, League Cup?
We've got to be in a cup final as well against Livy. Beat Rangers Celtic. Quarters
beat
to
That's right, Livy. Aye, 2002, 3.
2-3, aye.
What's the experience? What's the difference, between winning a trophy with Hibs in comparison to the trophies you won at Celtic?
Probably nobody expected us to win it with Hibs, because you've got Rangers and Celtic in there as well, and we ended up playing Killie in the final this time, and a couple of years before we got beat against Livy, and we had 40,000 Hibs fans there. Livy had 5,000, I think it was, and at the end of the game all you can hear was in Livy fans and all the Hibs fans just getting out there as quick as possible, so that kind of hurt us at that point in time, and we didn't know if we'd get another opportunity to get back there. And when we did, we changed that, and we got an open top bus going all the way down through Edinburgh, and that it was brilliant scenes, to be fair.
He's Gaz O'Connor story, please. I love that guy.
Gaz,
Gaz
He's
is one of my
hero.
favourite human beings.
Gaz is brilliant.
I could sit with Gaz for 6 hours at a time and just sit and rattle questions at him.
Gaz turned up with Scotland and was sitting outside Scotland in a hotel just revving his Ferrari,
It's amazing.
just because he could. Everyone was walking past and he was just going then sitting back and going, just waving at people.
Did you have his Armani tattoo then?
Oh mate, what a tattoo that
Were
is.
you in when the day, like the next day when he came in and he just got it?
Oh mate, he had, what was the ones down his neck as well?
Only God can judge me, was it?
I can't mind. He had two big tats down his neck and ended up having to get them covered in as well.
Do you know what's mad? We had this debate in the plane, didn't we? So we said O'Connor, Fletcher, Reardon. We had to rank them 1 to 3.
Fletch, Reardon, O'Connor. I never really seen much of Gaz, to be fair.
I said Fletcher last.
Tell you what,
Eh?
Gaz was a player. Gaz was strong, powerful, a brilliant finisher, but just all power. Everything was power. Deeksy was elegant, pulled inside,
Finisher.
and Fletch just had everything. Could
Yeah.
bring people into play, could finish. Was good in the air as well. It's hard to pull one of them out. Gaz went for money over to Russia, and honestly, he used to come back and used to just think, he's fucking nuts.
He is not.
But he was also a great guy as well. He was a good player.
Top man. What about the John Collins? Remember the interview you used to?
It's iconic, isn't it?
That was fucking brilliant. Who tells you, are you the captain at this stage?
No, I was never captain.
So why do you get chosen to do it?
Because I was like club bitch. Honestly, whenever you get beat or anything goes wrong, I'll do it. Same at Celtic, mate. Same at Celtic, right? See, when anybody ever scored a goal and scored a winner, right? I never done the press. But see, whenever we got beat or it was a bad performance or it was Europe, I got wheeled out. I was like, all the questions I just seem to answer are negative. And they're like, aye, but you can handle them well. And I was like, I never felt like, oh, well done, Scott, you've done really well today. How's that? And I'm like, oh, that's a... So what do you think about performance? Why was Celtic not good enough? Why can you not get out of Europe? And I'm like, fucking hell, I just used to get absolutely battered for the press and then walk back in and the lads were like, how was that? I'm like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. None of yous wanted to go.
So what was the lead up to the John Collins interview?
They went to Petrie's house for an arm wrestle competition.
There was loads, it was hard at the time because John was totally different compared to what we were in that, and you can probably see now that we were a wee bit naive and at the point in time, and 30s have went to Rod's house and then kind of came back in and were like, nobody wanted John there, and it was part and parcel of the game, and it brought an elegant of like want to play but wanted to be like John, and I didn't really like, I'm not like John, I'm not like anybody else, I'm there's whoever, so it was kind of it was hard. But then doing the interview, I was like, I think I was 18 at the time and never really done any press, and they just kept like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. And then every now and then, everyone just like, in a group chat, I just get fired this interview. And I was like, that's me. I've got a wee bit better now. I'm no fucking answering that fucking question.
How was John Collins when you went, when he came to Celtic? Did they mention it?
No, he didn't mention it. Like I left and handed a transfer request in at that point in time, and I remember John just picking it up and throwing it in the bin. He was like, I didn't get one. I was like, went to Rod as well. And it was always all right with me. He came to Celtic and he was fine as assistant manager. He never really mentioned it and done anything or says anything. He just taken a bit of training and stuff like that. And you had John Kennedy there, and you had Ronnie and other people there as well. So it was sound, to be fair.
Was John Kennedy good? Everyone raves about him.
Unbelievable. Honestly, ran that whole club at times. He was in doing training, organising players coming in, what we worked, going to hotels, sorting things out. If John wasn't there for large periods, like, we wouldn't have had the dominance that we did have, because you had one guy that could do everything. And because his injury, he had to then go and focus on scouting, recruitment, doing shit on the computer, how to work computers, pulling people together, and he just had this whole, had everything pulled together. And then Brendan's came, and his tactical knowledge and everything just went through. You can see why Brendan's taking him now, because he leads by example on that training pitch, and Brendan knows whatever he wants, John's going to lead it anyway, and he's going to take it.
Would John Kennedy take every training session, Broony?
At the end, so Brendan came in, everything in the first season, Brendan came. Second season he went a wee bit, like Chris Davis and John. Then third season he kind of stepped away a wee bit more as well, but tactical Brendan done everything, as in the Friday and stuff like that, but he gave a wee bit more leeway to John and Chris and that, because they worked with him for 2 years, and it's like, if you continue working with the same person for 2 years, you get to know what they want. And I think Brendan put trust in them to go and develop it, to go and lead it on the pitch.
Right, last wee bit on the leagues, and then we'll come back for any more questions at the end.
I've got a few belters at
St Mirren beat Falkirk 2-0, and I'm absolutely...
Your favourite colour?
Delighted for Craig McLeish, and well worth their win, St Mirren against Falkirk.
Well, they were actually really good.
Could have been better, Andy.
Game plan was excellent. Anytime Falkirk build up for the back, they were really high press. Anytime they had it in the middle, they sat in, try to win the ball,
a couple of
hit the
chances
counter.
as well, to be fair. But
I worry about Falkirk this year, mate. I do. And I hope I'm wrong, because I love John McGinn, I love how they play, but I just think the
he's
players have
missing
lost
4 or
last year.
5 players. He's still to get in a few bodies in.
By a few weeks for them, isn't there?
See, because everyone's away to the World Cup, so you try to get loan players in. All the loan ones, like the under-21s, are up training with the first team, playing.
They're playing.
And you're no getting, they're like, oh, when you come in at the end of the window when our lads are back fit. So I feel for John and I feel for other players. Like Elvis is still looking for 3-4 players as well. And they're in the same scenario as well. So
see on that, see like the guys that have left, like Miller, Barney, Tate, it's more established players and you need to just go and get loans.
Calvin's
That's why you feel
huge in
sorry.
the dressing room. So was Dylan, and Barney Stewart was just, honestly, his work rate, his power and his goals, that's a big thing. And Falkirk need goal scorers now, and they need to go and score goals. They need a leader in that middle of the park as well. So no, I think they should hopefully, like I'm with you, I love the way John plays and the way John is as well as a person. He's just John. He doesn't change whether he's manager of Falkirk in the Premier League or manager of Falkirk in League One. John's John, and that's what you get with John. And hopefully right. But I'm delighted for Craig. The big thing about I'm delighted was St Mirren actually kept them, because I could tell you now probably half the St Mirren fans wanted them away.
Even after that, your game and the Dunfermline game, there was already murmurs.
But then to stay in, to change it up, to win the first game, you'll start to see more positive stuff coming through, and that it's good because the board deserve credit for doing that, and especially if they go and have a decent enough season.
Big Phillips, good player, isn't he?
I think he'll be away, mate.
Great legs.
Play some good
If
stuff.
he goes, I'd worry about that position, because who's going to score goals for him?
He could have generally scored 4 or 5 in the game.
He's just got an act to getting in the box and scoring goals. No always great on the eye, but powerful and puts people under pressure.
I'm not sure about holding your strip up to the fans after scoring in the first game of the season.
Who done that?
Phillips.
Oh, did he? He's
Took
actually
his tap
so
up
nice to us
and
after the game.
held up
night.
Phillips.
Maybe that's a wee thing he's seen.
You better hope he's still there at the end of the window.
I think he could be away, but the
Where's
boy,
he going down south?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, but I think he could be away. The boy, is it in Seal for Rangers?
Brilliant.
He's good, mate.
He's sensational, by the way. That's a player I would like to see at Rangers. I know that's mad. I watched him at Rafe last year. I thought he was excellent at Rafe last year.
You never.
I did, but that game at the weekend. he was
I actually
absolute-
did watch him at Rafe and like him, right?
No, how good
How
was
was
Last
it,
game of the
Broony?
season, he was really good.
He's a player, mate.
He was a joke.
There you go.
See his legs. See, he's like, he can play in that pivot on his own, or he can play as a double pivot, and his legs going back and forward and stuff like that. And that, to be fair, it was a great signing for Barry Robson to bring him in at that point in time. And as a young lad, nobody knew anything about him. What a player he could be, by the way.
Play to watch this
Brilliant.
season.
I like it. Rangers are putting other young boys out now, aren't they? There's a lot of them out on loan. I really like it.
I think they've
That's
got
what
This
they
thing
should
for them,
do,
mate,
though.
innit?
There's
Definitely.
no point in them sitting in there and playing under 21s games and not really getting anything. You need to go and like play against men, because it's horrible when you go down to the Championship, when you go to League One. It's not always nice football as in what it is in the Premier League. It's like, I'm going to batter you in the first 15 minutes and it's going to be horrible.
Did you spend time with John McGinn? Was at Celtic?
John was class. John was a coach, well, not a coach, but he was like a scout kind of area and that, and he was just an all-round nice guy. I played against John when he was Hearts youth manager, and he taken the door off of hinges. When we scored late on at Hibs, it was under 18s or something like that, and he's volleyed a door and it's came off the hinges. And we didn't know, because we had music on right after the game. Like, we're all coming out and you could all see in the Hearts changing room as you were walking down, this door hanging up on the hinge on its end. So I like how he's got that wee switch as well. But I think he's mellowed a lot as well, because he learned a lot under Brendan and stole a lot from Brendan, is what any good person and manager does. And he then puts in his own kind of implements and how he wants to play and stuff like that.
Can I ask you, after, because obviously I was at your game against St Mirren where I thought you absolutely battered them in the first half. Did you come away from that game thinking, nah, St Mirren, I'm worried for St Mirren as well going into this season?
Great question.
I'll be honest, I did. Well, it would be like League One, mate. We're 3-0 up after 60 minutes. It's no through sitting in and trying to hit them on the break. I thought we dominated the game. But then fair play to him, he made big decisions, I thought, in that game. I think he takes like 5 of his main players off and brings 5 new ones on, and that sort of changed the game. So he earned these sort of stripes. But
And they went proper pace up front for the second half, didn't they?
But then when you seen them, I think they were 5 of his probably better players that are playing now. That 30 minutes towards the end, I thought they were really good. So it was a bit of both, a wee bit of worry. But then when I seen them in the last 30 minutes, I think might have enough to do all right
And
this
on
year.
the flip side, 'cause I know you're the same with McGlynn for Falkirk.
No, I'm worried I have. Big time worried I have.
They players, don't they?
It's so hard, isn't it, like, to lose. I know
It
we've talked
really
about
is,
Motherwell doing it as well, but it's so hard because Motherwell can attract players.
You'll have the
I think
worst
it'll be harder
budget in the
to go
league
to
as well.
Falkirk, yeah.
Falkirk,
That's what I
so it's harder always to get that top end of player that he wants.
Brilliant. Right, St Johnstone, epic game, 4-3, Killie, first game back in. Will they be one of the most entertaining sides this year under wee Simo?
I was delighted for St Johnstone. I thought, see, because they've came up through the Championship, I was buzzing that they've done actually really well the first game. And when they go 2-1 up, but they went 1-0 up, 2-1
Yeah.
up, then down 3-2.
Aye.
I actually felt for them because they actually play some good stuff. And like they've no changed much personnel wise. They've brought in wee Logan and stuff like that, but it's still the same system, still the same things. And like I think St Johnstone will be all right this season. I think they'll do all right.
I'm struggling for the end of the window predictions
It's tough.
because it is hard at the minute, innit? Obviously, it depends who like the likes
Kelly
of
lost
Falkirk,
two
Dundee City.
poor goals in the.
I thought
players.
Kelly were terrible.
He
Honestly,
said
I
that to
thought-
be fair, McCann, didn't he?
I thought they were really bad, and they were kind of the dark horses. We were talking about
to
because of
try
how
to
well they
sneak
done
into
at the end of
top
last
6
year.
and then that performance.
Because we did,
worry.
I think St Johnstone, Dundee United were mentioned first, weren't they? And they all three of them look quite strong in the opening day, don't they?
Aye. But St Johnstone, good, and again, I think they look good without having any real standout individuals. They look as if it's going to be
And
more
their
of
team.
a team
Bit like
performance.
Motherwell.
Do you like
Like Jamie Gullen, you would
Gullen's
have
good
seen
player,
last
yeah.
year. I thought
Great
he
delivery.
was excellent in the game.
His delivery is a joke. But
Yeah.
I like Fowler up top as well.
Years you go to show you something. You were playing with Beath 3 years ago, mate. Beath
Yeah, I know.
Juniors.
That's a joke.
Players are out there, mate.
That's the one you got. Even the one that went to, been a couple coming into the Championship as well. That's been low. There is always those wee kind of gems floating about somewhere in the leagues.
No, it's easy to say after the first game, but you see St Johnstone games having goals, don't you?
Aye.
Because they've got a bit going forward. But
Yeah.
defensively, no,
I like
keep
him, so
conceding
he's a good guy. I've met him a couple of times. I really like him. And he'll no change either.
No,
I know.
keep playing the same.
And he'll play the same way.
Should he though?
I really like. No,
But get relegated the last time you done it.
I know, but he came in when it wasn't
Ah,
even
but
his team.
six-
It's fully his team now,
Six
isn't
month
it?
in, aye.
6.
no predictions to the end of the window.
No.
Right, any questions
Done.
left for Broony?
I've got 2 crackers.
Oh, here we go.
Brunny,
Favourite
did you
colour?
ever have a chance of getting signed in England?
Aye.
And why did you not go down? Why did you not take it?
At Celtic, got offered to go down to Spurs after my second season. They put in a bid.
Wow.
Then at the end of my first contract, just before Lenny came
Is that Harry Redknapp?
in, just before Lenny came in, Newcastle offered me a 5-year deal to go down there.
Why'd you not go?
I was thinking, imagine me, I'm bad enough in Glasgow, imagine how good I'd fucking
Have
many
in
nights
Newcastle.
out I would have in Newcastle.
Hmm.
Then, to be fair, Lenny came in and we started like winning games, and the momentum kind of changed for when Tony was there. Because I think if Tony and Peter Grant was still there, I'd have been away straight away. I had no time for Peter Grant whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah.
In terms of what? Coaching?
Man management, personality, zero.
Really?
Yeah, but like Tony, I get on all right with Tony. Peter Grant, no.
In terms of, like, I know we're obviously in the domestic stuff now, but you were doing the World Cup for Scotland. Scotland at the World Cup. Were you as disappointed as we were?
I was amazing. We were at a World Cup. It's been 28 years.
Fucking well.
Look at him.
28 years, right?
Brunny magic.
Steve Clark's taken us to €2 and a World Cup.
Slaney, look, magic.
good guys.
Well, you know the game inside out,
Fucking hell.
Part of 9 in a row.
But you see, obviously you had loads of like good moments at Celtic, amazing moments. What were some
Oh,
of the
there was loads
harder
of
times?
shit moments.
What were they? And how did you deal with it? Was there ever times where you go up the road and you think, I fucking...
Got chased out of Celtic Park by the fans after we got beat for Ross County. I think it was when during COVID. Was it Ross County Sunday? And they were all chucking stains and stuff that the car, and I was like, that is what it is. It's part and parcel, and we should be better. They expect better and stuff like that. But losing cup finals, losing to, was it Inverness in the semi-final with Ronnie Dyler when we were going for the treble at that point in time, when there was a handball and then they ran up the park because we were all complaining and scored a goal to win the game. But there's always, football's not always going to be plain sailing. There's always going to be speed bumps, and it's what happens. See if the fans keep turning out and keep supporting them. Whatever team that is, it doesn't matter if you're at Celtic or you're at Motherwell, the more the fans get behind you, the better the players play. It is, because they thrive off that as well. And it's the 12th man. It's an old cliche, but it's so true, because if they get behind you, like, fucking hell, they know I can do it. You put a wee bit of belief in yourself, and your shoulders get a wee bit taller, and you go for it. But like, there's no better place to play than at home and your fans to be behind.
You even seen a bit of that towards the end of last season with Celtic, didn't you?
Yeah, Martin.
Split. Everybody was talking about the atmosphere being.
It's hard
been
because
brilliant.
the amount of times that we played Rangers and they were away after 45 minutes, all the fans, and they disappeared, and in the second half we absolutely battling because the fans aren't there.
Yeah.
And it becomes a harder and harder thing because you start to hear our fans more than you hear anyone else's. So if you can silence that away crowd and you can hear your own crowd, you know you've done a proper good job. But the crowd's important one way or the other.
I've got a cracker.
Oh, here we go.
Got a cracker,
What's
love
that?
that.
Here we go.
The big one was.
How long have you been thinking about this?
No. This is just to tap my head. It was a bit sort of blown up in the media, sort of by Joey Barton when he comes and plays
That
against
wasn't
you.
blown up.
He blew it up though, didn't he? Did he not say a few
I
comments?
didn't say a single.
Did he though? Did he come out and say a
He
few
says he'll be the best player in Scotland. He'll batter me, and I literally kicked fuck him and sent him back to the ball.
See after,
There was
see after,
3 bounced balls and I won every single one of them, and he didn't shake my hand.
didn't he shake your hand?
No.
That's poor. See after the game, did
After
you
the
ever
game-
speak to him?
After the game, he shook my hand.
It's not.
But he was actually, so I ended up managing against him, and he was at Bristol City, and I was at Fleetwood, and like they had an unbelievable team, and they couldn't beat us at all, right? And I was buzzing. He got sent off when we were at Bristol City. Sean Rooney scores in the 99th minute, right? 2 minutes added time. I'm not going to tell you who the referee was, right? But he was a Scottish referee. And you should have heard Joey going absolutely tonto, right? And he's got sent off, right, about the 93rd minute, and he's walking all the way around, right? And literally standing, you can see him standing there, and he's fucking raging. He's shouting, he's swearing, he's giving it all sorts of moves. Corner, runs, boom, in 2-2. Rooney does a lap of honour all the way around the park. Joey's gone mental. To be fair, he couldn't be any nicer. We went into his dressing room afterwards and he was like, "You've got those Scottish referees fucking tied up." then we ended up sitting having beers for about 2 hours. He was fine, but he did shout his mouth out and I sent him back.
What about your favourite night out at Celtic? What was the one you were pictured eating the kebab and chips?
That was 2 nights before the cup final.
Oh, I never knew that. Who was the manager in?
Cheltenham, Ronnie Dyler. Never
But you had the buzz of that. He's fucking buzzing you having a kebab.
Oh, fuck,
High
full
fat.
fat.
You've done nothing. Yeah, no problem. You in your bed. I was like, about 11:30, mate. Lady Gaga. And he was like, "Hey, before 12. This is good." I was like, "Good man." He went, "You better get man of the match." Then I was like, "I know this." So I got man of the match. I think we played Rangers, the cup final, we won it. Got man of the match and he was buzzing after it. He was like, "Hey, this is good for you." And I was like, "I'm not sure it is."
Any other nights, mate, that were do you meet any famous people from Celtic? I like that one.
No lad.
Have you got Pally with?
Rod.
Are you?
Fucking hate Rod, man.
He's
Honestly,
not a fan.
fucking sick of him.
How can you hate
No,
Rod?
I actually don't hate him. I obviously don't hate him. It's just fucking everywhere.
You hate him. I can
Yeah.
tell.
No, I actually don't know. How can
So
I hate him? I
good.
don't fucking know him.
How tight have you got one, mate? How tight are we talking?
Quite tight. Him, his son, Kev Bridges. I love Bridges though.
Exactly.
He's fucking funny, man.
So good. He came on a few nights out with us at Celtic, and we used to know the Drake Bar.
Aye.
Yeah.
And we used to always drink in Sharon Cross with Lenny and that, and we used to get the bit through the bar, the wee curtain.
Aye.
Nobody could ever see us through there, like, but everyone knew we were there. And just opened it and taking pictures of us. Bridges used to come through there when he was younger, and we were all younger as well. It used to be great fun. He used to just sit in there all day.
Right.
Just
But
want to keep this going.
What about Palanutini?
a couple of nights out I've met him, but I didn't really.
When they say pals.
Couple of the plus questions you've already used.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
I've not looked at him yet.
Anything else? I think we're hitting it.
Keep them for the
How-
plus.
see,
Keep them
you
for the plus.
Broony, how do you look back at your career? What a way to end it.
Good.
That's as good as you'll get.
It was all right. I always think you could always do more, and I'd like to have won fucking a lot more, if I'm honest, because I think we left a lot out there as well. I'd like to have done better in Champions League, Europe, and stuff like that. But you always want to try and push yourself as well as far as you can, and it was just me. I wanted to try and be the best player I could possibly be. And could I have been better? Probably. Could I have worked harder? Me, that was one thing that I'd always give myself. I'd always, no matter what, training-wise, I'd always try and make sure I was top of the stats, top of touches, top of everything, and then in the games, hopefully I'd be as ready as possible. But I wouldn't change anything I've done in my career. And I wouldn't say I'd have loved to have went to England. I'd have maybe liked to go and play in it to see what the standard was like and that, but I wouldn't change anything.
Oh, man, what a
Got it, Brown.
It's unbelievable.
That's it.
Done it.